Good evening, everybody, and welcome to SunlessKhan's Carry Tax Invitational. My name's Rles. I'll be your host for tonight, and alongside me, I have my partner in crime, Fear. It's your second time back. We're here, the dynamic duo for the Carry Tax Invitationals. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Carry Tax Invitational was a really good time. It's a cool, unique concept in Rocket League that I'm not sure I've seen a ton of people doing, and it's really the only good way to get pros involved with amateurs. It's a format that people have tried a lot, but this one I think works the best, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of awesome things in the previous one. Can't wait to see what happens in this one. But of course, neither of us are SunlessKhan. He announced on Twitter that he's going to be taking some time away from the game, so he can't make it tonight, but we wish him the very best. And for now, you guys are, fortunately or unfortunately, stuck with us. So let's move on and talk about the format and see what's going on today. What is this all about? If you're new here, well, there's a lot to digest, but it's pretty cool. Online qualifiers had 4 players come in. They're going to be paired up with 4 other pros. Now, today, we are going to be drawing people from the chat to play today to be paired up with our last 2 pros. That makes 6 pros and 6 people, amateurs, coming on to play together, and they're all going against each other in best-of-1 show matches tonight for bounties. Those bounties will give you money, and you can earn money throughout the entirety of each game, whether you're getting a goal or a demo or a save or even pro-on-pro demos. There's ways to earn money, and that's what it's really all about, Fear, is making the money during these games.
Oh, definitely. It's not like regular show matches where it's all about who wins the game. That's not as important. What really matters is the bounties, and those are going to be on screen. You're going to be able to tell who's racking up the most money. I mean, I think in general you'll see the money correlate to winning the game, but it's not necessarily true, especially with those amateur demos on pros. You can rack up a lot of cash and maybe not even win the show match.
And don't forget, there is going to be a show match between our pro players, 3v3, a standard normal game of Rocket League at the end with a $3,000 prize pool, which essentially means the winning team will get $500 for the pro player and $500 for the amateur player that is alongside them. So some pretty cool stuff going on. But we mentioned some bounties, so let's go over what that actually means, Fear. You can see at the top of your screen at the left, goals by an amateur. You get $150 if you're an amateur player and you score, and you get $300 if you're an amateur and you demo a pro player.
Yeah, I think one of the big things to notice is you're not going to see on the bounties a pro goal. A pro goal does not get
it means nothing
for the team. Yeah, the pro doesn't make money, the amateur doesn't make money. So we're not trying to get those pros scoring goals. We're trying to get pros setting up goals for their amateur. That's going to be probably the most consistent way to make money. If you can find some way to get amateurs to demo pros, you know, you're getting double more over a goal. And then, of course, saves, epic saves, those kind of things can get you a little bit extra on the top.
Yeah, so those are the ways that you can earn money. Most notably there, it was the pro-on-pro demo. It doesn't actually give the amateur any money, but it's a way for pros, as you mentioned, to make some money for themselves. But here's our event schedule for tonight. You can see we're going to kick things off with Team Arsenal taking on Team AJ. And you can see all of our pros, Arsenal, AJ, Chronic, apparently Jack, and then Rles and Cheese there at the bottom to cap off our night. What do you make of our pros, Fear?
We got a good set of pros. These are some high-level pros, and not only that, I think there's a lot of pros here that people would be really excited to get the chance to play with. You know, these are probably a lot of people's favorite pros. So, you know, make sure you enter in the chat, and maybe you might have a chance. Of course, the first few are going to be from Repeat's tournament that was the qualifiers, but this is going to be exciting stuff.
Yeah, so as we mentioned, we're going to have 6 amateurs playing tonight. We already have 4, but we got to figure out our last 2, and you can enter right now in chat. !enter in chat right now on the main stream, repeat_GG. That's where you can go and enter. You'll have to fill out a document, and then you can jump on board with us. We're going to be picking that player after match 4. After match 4, we're going to be picking 2 of you from chat to come on stream and play with either Cheese or Rles. Those are the 2 pros that are missing an amateur for your chance to win some monies here in the bounty.
Yeah, and I see everybody over on twitch.tv/Fear typing the command. You're going to have to go to the main channel for the command to work. That's where all that stuff is set up for today. Not just entering, but also a few other commands, giveaways, and stuff that you're going to see. So that's repeat_GG. And if you type !mainstream on twitch.tv/Fear, it'll give you a link to take you there directly if you're a little bit lazy, like I would be.
Well, hey, even if you can't make it, there's still opportunities because Repeat is hosting on-platform tournaments for the next Carry Tax Invitational. If you're looking for your chance to showcase your skills and earn a bit of cash while playing alongside some of your favorite players in the space, then visit rpt.gg/CTI today for your chance. Well, you can just go and sign up. There's no chance. You can go and sign up right now if you'd like. So, opportunities abound here at the Carry Tax Invitationals and through Repeat. But we have some things to talk about here because we have to get into our first match of the night. And that was, again, we have 5 matches coming up, and all of them are going to be best of 1. And I do want to mention, we are only going to have regular games, right? We're not going to go into overtime because then, as we've seen before, Fear, players, they might be able to farm in the overtime, maybe take advantage of those bounties. So there will be no overtime in these first few matches. But I'm interested to see who we got on our first team card with the pro player and the amateur player, see who we got paired up. It's
Arsenal and Economic Andy. Team Arsenal and Economic Andy. Economic Andy, in the prep for the show, we heard about his name. I mean, he's got a great name. Economic Andy is perfect for trying to get some cash over here in the Carry Tax Invitational. I'm excited what we're going to see from him. Arsenal, we talked about his demos, or when we were prepping. Is he going to be stealing demos himself, getting money for himself, or will he find a way to maybe set up a teammate to get a demo? We'll have to see.
We'll have to see, and that's just team number 1. Let's take a look at team number 2. That's going to be Team AJ. His amateur player, Throne RL. We were talking about very on brand for Throne RL, throwing the RL in his name. But AJ, I mean, you got to be pretty happy teaming up with AJ. You've seen his prowess on the field in the pro scene. I think he's going to be a huge boon to the amateurs here, and being able to just set them up. Because, Fear, we talked about it a lot in the first Carry Tax Invitational. Setting up your amateur is really the key to this. It really isn't about scoring. It isn't really about winning. It's about setting up your amateur for success.
Oh, definitely. Now, all you have to do is, instead of making the nice finish at the end, just hit the backboard. Hit the backboard, drop it down. Let your amateur go and finish it off. Maybe make some slow plays in order to allow the pro to slow down and be demoable. I think we saw that a lot. Slow dribbles lead to slow pros, makes them actually an easy target. So there's lots of different ways. Hopefully what we don't see is people taking a while to learn. I don't want to see any pro goals at the beginning.
You better get it right away.
Money made for the amateurs.
You guys better get it right quick. You better get in there and know exactly what's going to happen. It's Arsenal and AJ. Team Arsenal and Team AJ in our first matchup. Economic Andy on Arsenal's team and Throne RL on AJ's team. I was going to say we could do some predictions real quick, but I don't even know, what are we predicting? Who's going to make the most money, I guess? I don't know.
That's what matters. Yeah, that's what matters. I mean, Throne RL is a good sign. Throne having RL in his name, I think you must play a little bit of RL. I don't know if you just made that setup, for repeat GG, or if you always have RL. That could be a good sign. Might mean your main game. You don't need, a ton of skill to be carried by these pros, but it helps to have a little bit to, get those tap-ins and get a little bit of cash.
Yeah, that's what we saw last time, was a lot of pro players, setting up the tap-ins, and that was really the key to a lot of the players. But for a lot of the amateur players. But I will say, I think the big moneymaker, as we've shown in the bounties before, demos, amateur demos on pros. That's where. Oh, shoot, I forget his name from last time, but that's where he made a lot of his money, was actually just chasing around the pros. He wasn't even playing. He was just running around chasing the other pro, trying to get the demo. It's $300 every time you do it.
Yeah, and the pro can't get away with just running away the whole time. If the pro's not trying to help out their amateur, they're going to be in big trouble. So there's definitely times to get them. The downside of chasing somebody that whole time, maybe you never get a goal. Maybe you come away with not much of anything if they're expert at dodging demos. That's a trade-off these guys have to make. We see everybody playing at least 2 matches today, so it's best of ones, but they'll get another chance to play. Last time we saw a second match, everybody's starting to figure out what was going to work in order to make them money. And, for their sake, because I want to see as much money made as possible, hopefully they figure it out a little bit faster this time around.
Yeah, I think we're still getting players loaded up and into the lobbies. There we go. Taking a look at who we got. Like we've been mentioning, Team Arsenal. Arsenal teaming up with Economic Andy. We'll see how economical he can be. He better live up to the namesake, Fear. We talked about, people trying to get it right off the rip. Economic Andy, I mean, he better get it right. And then Team AJ and Throne RL are our first match of the night. Reminder, if it is a tie, it will end in a tie. There is no overtime in this first match. Let's get things kicked off.
All right. I'm excited. What are we going to start for? AJ immediately down. Wow. That's money made. That's
right there.
Goal for AJ and Throne RL.
That's what you wanted, to score right off the rip. And look at the setup from Arsenal. This is exactly what we were asking for. Is the pros setting up the amateurs, and that is a dunk for Throne to put that one away. What a way to start.
Yeah, I wonder if Arsenal both defenders were in net. I wonder if saves only count for the amateur. So there's a chance that, you know, Arsenal maybe trying to set up Economic Andy. Oh, that's a nice clear. AJ, though, recovery too good. Going to keep him on offense. But that was perfect. I mean, that wall dash setup and Throne's positioning is right where he needs to be. Right outside the net. Just let them feed it to you.
I like Economic Andy's car. And oh my goodness, almost able to hammer one home and get his first money on the board. Is that AJ? Okay, AJ was the one who put that one away, so it will be 2-0, but that one doesn't really count for anything as far as who's scoring. So, again, the score doesn't really matter. That's what kind of makes it fun, is it's just about setting up your amateur or letting your amateur run loose if they can do it. We've seen a lot of different skill levels here the last time we went through this. I think right now I've actually been pretty impressed with Economic Andy. He's been on the screen quite a bit. A lot of opportunity. Thrones getting involved as well. So these amateurs, they're playing up to, I think, what the pros are putting down for them.
Yeah, this is a high-level lobby in terms of our amateurs. You know, we've had some amateurs that are pretty tough to carry up, but these guys seem like they'll definitely close out on opportunities when they have them. You see Arsenal. Oh, wait, is that a demo? That was a demo on AJ.
It was a demo. That's $300. $300.
Huge.
Massive demo. And like we said before, I mean, we've seen a lot of these players just go for demos. And we've seen some players make a lot of money by only going for demos. So it's a viable strategy as Arsenal. I get the setup. It's perfect.
Great. Arsenal's crushing it. So this first time around, I was talking about it before, Arsenal slow dribble because he has no incentive to score on that demo. I thought he was rolling it up for Economic Andy to score, but Economic Andy was smarter than me. He went and got that demo to get the extra cash. And then now, another great play, pass out in field. I mean, this is going great. I'm liking how it started.
That's a great start. Some demos coming out. Was that Throne? Oh, that was Throne on Economic Andy. You know, there isn't a demo incentive for amateur on amateur demos, so not going to get anything there. AJ's gonna. You know what? We said this last time. If pros are demoing amateurs, I feel like we should take $50 from them.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, just from the pros too. The other amateurs don't deserve to lose anything, but come on, no fun.
No fun.
AJ is going to dust his amateur, though, when he gets a chance to. That's a great setup. Oh, Throne was nowhere around. Throne, man, you got to have faith in AJ. You don't need a ton of boost to make a finish, man. He's going to make it very easy for you.
See if he can do it again. Another great pass. Wow. Look at the play. Oh, it's like they're on the same team.
This is beautiful. This is, we did this event before. This is one of the best, like, played games so far in the first 2 minutes in terms of setting the amateurs up. We're in for a good night.
Yeah, AJ did really well. I mean, you could see AJ very pointed to put, you know, the ball across.
Nice demo.
Another demo. Money is coming in.
Dude, and that wasn't even, I mean, Arsenal was just dribbling the ball. That wasn't even anything special. That was just a straight up demo. Throne is absolutely laying his stake on this field right now. AJ wanted to dribble, but he realized there's no reason. Arsenal goal, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I guess at the very least, you know, maybe prevents a possession for Team AJ, get them a kickoff, because kickoffs could be places to set up these demos. I don't know if we really saw it too much the first time around, but we should be seeing kickoff strategies. I believe these guys are in comms with each other. And this would be a great time to Spanish right here to get thrown another demo.
Oh, I think it was a fake. I think it was a fake because remember, you get the saves. You get the saves right off the rip, and Arsenal, he's going to score this and put it away. So another goal will go in. But the fake kickoff is super important because you can get a free save, essentially, if it's hit right down the middle, right at your net. And that's exactly what happened.
Right, but I think it was pros that time. This is a good opportunity to fake maybe here with the amateurs in net. But they do just take the kickoff. Economic Andy has a bit of an open net. I think that's a save for Throne. So add a little bit of cash there. AJ's infield passes have been there. Yeah. I mean, he's just setting Throne up like crazy.
Okay,
oh, wait a second.
Show it.
Wait a second, Throne.
Flip reset.
Wait a second,
whoa. Oh, man. That one, I think I would have given him $50 extra if he put that one away. Yeah. That was like an amazing setup from Throne, and now Arsenal.
Oh, it was Arsenal. I don't care.
I know, my instinct is to be like, oh my gosh, he's about to score, but really it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It's now Team AJ. See what Economic Andy can do. We saw Throne with the great setup. AJ's just going to take it right away. Arsenal, I feel like Arsenal hasn't had a lot of opportunity to set up his amateur. He's just taking the straight shot, and a save will come out. And maybe a chance for Throne. He's got an open net. Throne, that's money.
Throne is looking amazing. Throne is out here, as the third pro on the field. I mean, he's making some tougher finishes. Definitely one of the best players we've seen play the Carry Tax Invitational, and he's showing what you can get with it. I think Arsenal, he's put a couple shots on target. I mean, it's not the end of the world if he's expecting saves, as long as he's got his teammate around, but they really haven't been in sync. I haven't seen Economic Andy around whenever Arsenal has possession in the orange half, and I think he just needs to, I don't know what that shot's about, though. Sorry, that's indefensible. Come on, buddy, try and set up Economic Andy.
Get with the pro, Arsenal. What are we doing here? You gotta bring that one down and bring it back across. I mean, really, the only thing you could have done there is given Throne the save for what could be $75 for an epic save.
Right. I mean, but you shouldn't be trying to get the opposition's amateur some cash.
Right. Yeah. It's not really. He doesn't really care, right? Let's see if he can set up Economic Andy. I don't think he's been able to yet. I mean, you talked about people trying to figure out the format and really setting things up, but Arsenal right now not setting up his amateur. And Team AJ, on the other hand, Throne has been spectacular for AJ. Let's see what AJ does here. He's got Throne way back. Just going all the way across. Maybe a rebound opportunity. That was brilliant from AJ to give Throne that opportunity.
So I don't know if it really benefits Arsenal, but there's a world in which he could just not save it. He doesn't care if AJ scores, but he does decide to save it, which sets up Throne big time. Maybe it also sets up his teammate to get, an additional save, so it's maybe better than just letting it go in for free. But man, Team AJ, they are writing the book right now. Hopefully everybody else is watching who's gonna, follow this team up, because they're showing how it's done.
Let's see, AJ. Remember, every team's going to get 2 games, and that's a bullet from Arsenal. Every team's going to get 2 games, so this is the first game for both these teams. 20 seconds left. Remember, no overtime in these matchups. So Arsenal, maybe a chance here. He's got Economic Andy. Can he get it over to him? Economic Andy pulled off. Can he get in there? Economic Andy's going to put it home. Oh my! That's some points, and well-earned points as Arsenal is able to find him.
Yeah, a nice first infield pass. I wonder if AJ was trying to set up the save into Throne. I don't know if I'm being crazy, but I felt like he didn't want to save it himself. He was trying to get an angle where he pushed it into Throne to get him to save, which is maybe some next level, mind gaming or meta gaming. But it is a goal. I don't think any registered save for Throne. And 5 seconds left. No OT. It does happen to be tied.
Is this a save?
Maybe some 0-second wonders.
That's a save for Throne right there, and that'll do it. Game 1. As again, the score doesn't necessarily matter here. It was 5-5, and they land in a tie. Very rare for Rocket League games to end in a tie. But nonetheless, I would guess that Throne came out on top with the amount of money that he made, because those goals, the confidence. I mean, that he had to have been one of the more confident amateurs that we've seen through a couple of these shows so far. That was some confidence on that air dribble flip reset that he failed, but it looked pretty.
Oh yeah, Throne is not just out there for the cash. I think Throne is out there to make a little point, to get to show off. Not always you get to play in these kind of lobbies, and he doesn't want to just go away with some tap-ins. He's out there looking to show off the skills, and he was one flick at the end of that dribble from really doing that. But even without it, you could tell that he has what it takes. So both those guys are going to get a second chance. And Team Arsenal figured it out right towards the end. Team AJ didn't need any help. I mean, they probably came away with a lot more. Although, what about the demos? The demos are huge, and I want to say there's a chance. Did Economic Andy, he got at least one? Or I can't remember.
I think both amateurs got at least one in that. So it's at least $300 for some of these players. But you can see, let's see, Economic Andy got 2 goals. Throne had 4.
Oh my goodness.
4 goals. So, I mean, like I said, he's walking away with some money as well. So, but Economic Game with 2 goals as well. I mean, that's a great $300 start. So, I think both players could be happy with the performance so far.
Yeah, 5 saves. Those saves are important. Both of them walking away with 5 saves. That's cash too. I can't tell you whether or not some of them were epic saves, which do give you a little bit more. But both demos on the board. It's a good round. It was a good round all around. I think AJ and Throne are the team to beat. although it's not really going to work like
right.
a format like that. But still, you know, when you're trying to make money, I'm sure you want to come away. These guys are so competitive. They want to make the most money for their amateurs.
Yep.
So I would say you got to try and match AJ and Throne.
Now you know how it works, and that's just game one. We got many more coming up, so we're going to get things situated, get everyone back in the lobby, and we'll come back right after this break.
I have no boost.
You can try and save it though. Oh, nice try. It was a good shot. Try and score that, it's open. Nice, you know. Little cherry pick.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he go? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Back, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio!
Let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
That's right. Quick breaks over here at SunlessKhan's Carry Tax Invitational. I'm still Corelli. That's still Fear. We saw our first match, Team Arsenal versus Team AJ, and we got a first glimpse at a couple of our amateurs, but Fear, we have plenty more duos on the way. Our next matchup is Team Chronic taking on Team AppJack. And so far, Fear, I think the amateurs that we've seen have been pretty good. Let's take a look at Chronic's. It's going to be Z Malik that's coming out for Chronic, and we'll see how he does. I don't know. We don't know much about some of these players, so it's exciting to see them come onto the field and impress us in many cases.
Yeah, I mean, no RL in the name. So far, RL in the name seems like a really good help.
Yeah, it's a bump.
But we saw, AJ, a big ones player. A lot of ones players, for people who are watching on my channel, know the ones players. A lot of them should have an easy time setting up. I feel like they know how to play alone. They know how to play like in a way that can help out these amateurs. So Chronic and AppJack definitely big in that. So hopefully, it won't take them long.
That's Team Chronic. Let's take a look at Team AppJack and see who his amateur teammate is. It's Go to Your Room. That's right. Go to Your Room on Team AppJack, alongside, of course, apparently Jack from Gen G. Now, that's a name, Fear, that could go either way. That's one of those names that I see in rank sometimes, and I'm like, oh, this guy's probably like an alt account that's really good at the game, it's just a troll account. One of the two. It's both sides of the spectrum in my case.
It works great for demos. Go to Your Room is a great demoer name.
That's right.
So hopefully, it's a guy who likes to troll demos, because I think that those people could make a ton of money in this format. So Go to Your Room, maybe a little bit more excited, a little bit more to work with there than Z Malik, but you never really know. I was stoked to see Throne. I mean, if we could see some high-level gameplay like that from the amateurs too, it's going to make it even more fun. Yep. So I'm excited.
Well, and it makes the job easier too, right, for the pro players, because I think last time we had Chronic and apparently Jack here as well, and both of them are very smart in setting up their amateur players, and I think their amateur players walked away with some of the most money, if I remember correctly, because of how smart they were on the ball moving downfield. Similar to how we saw from AJ. I think AJ did a great job throughout that. Regardless of the skill level from Throne, AJ was setting him up left and right, even setting him up when he wasn't even there. So that's truly the key here. And I think guys like Chronic, guys like apparently Jack, as you mentioned, some ones guys definitely know how to do that.
Oh, for sure. I was so stoked to see in between the breaks the clip of the voice comms. That was awesome to get to see. I don't think we got to see it the last time around, but these guys in comms together trying to figure it out. And I'm sure that's really fun. I mean, I know I would enjoy playing with these pros. It's like such a neat niche thing to do. And normally you play with pros and they're not trying to help you out at all. Now the whole thing is to try and get you in it. So it's just awesome. It's just a good idea.
It's true. I mean, you really do have the pros working for you in this, right? I mean, they are working overtime to get you the money because, of course, they could tax you on it, as they do. And I think it's kind of a funny situation that you find yourself in, because otherwise, if you were playing a normal game of Rocket League, right, these pro players would be up in the air, triple flip resets off the ceiling, crazy stuff to get up and over people. But that's not the case. That's not the case, and that's the beauty of this tournament, and that's where we get all those great clips with those amateur players. Even right at the end, we saw Economic Andy just slam one home off the pass from Arsenal. That's what makes this event special, and I think that's what makes it the most fun, at least for me as a viewer. That's what I like watching. So I hope that Chronic and apparently Jack can really show us how it's done. You were asking for some of these guys to get it right off the bat. I think Chronic and apparently Jack, you can depend on them for that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, and I've played in tournaments over the course of my Rocket League career with pros. And when you're just trying to win the game alongside the pros, it's not that fun. You're invisible. It's like, man, this is not the Rocket League I know. But that's different for them here. So I think they're actually going to have good experiences. Team Chronic versus Team AppJack.
Match number 2. Reminder, just the best of one. No overtime in these matches. The previous 2 amateurs, they walked away with some pretty good cash. We're going to see every team twice here today. So we'll get to see both these teams one more time in the next 2 matches. But for now, we'll have to see how Team Chronic and Team AppJack pan out. Go to Your Room might be name of the day so far, Fear. Might be name of the day. We've only seen 4 names, but we'll have to see who we draw later on as well. But I really like what we see as we jump into game 1, which is the only game we're going to get.
Apparently Jack on the ball right away, and I'm sure that through their minds is just, instantly like, wait, what am I doing? You know, he's so used to that scenario. On ball, has one person to beat, but he's like, wait, doesn't matter.
Yep.
You just find some way to get go to your room and go to your room already. You know, haven't seen a ton, but I feel like he's looking speedy even the very little that I have seen.
I like that. This Malik, he'll get dunked away.
Oh.
That's a great shot, but it's too high from go to your room. Let's see if apparently Jack can set him up. That's a demo on Malik. We should take $50 from him. But it's not going to pan out. Now let's see what Chronic can do. He finds the pass and go to your room. Good defense. No one came out with the... I think both these guys kind of abused the kickoff from before, as Malik's shot will go wide. The kickoff from before, both these guys showed us that you can kind of force the kickoff to go towards the midfield and get that easy $75. No one opted to do it on the first kickoff.
Chronic, how's he going to get it? Nice. Great pass.
Yeah. Smart.
Really good play. And we saw the first, it was going to be a pro on amateur demo. It was Jack trying to demo the amateurs to set up his teammate, which that was like the only time I'd accept that. But because he missed it, it was just a runaway for Chronic and Z Malik. And Chronic, you know, did not forget that it's not, doesn't matter if he scores, did dish it out. And so Z Malik on the board.
Good work. Chronic showing us how it's done. Apparently Jack dishing it over. Go to your room. Can he find the goal? It's a save from Chronic. Another great setup from our pro players. And unfortunately, coming up with nothing.
Chronic just chased Jack off the shot. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, now Jack in the air. This is where he needs to drop it right on the backboard. Maybe a demo on Chronic. The bump.
Oh, he's there.
Nice finish. Go to your room.
And that's got to be communicated from Jack. That he says, okay, I'm going to go for the bump. You got to take this. Because he's going to chase that guy in net. And that's a great setup from apparently Jack. And he gets the bump as well, so it's very easy for go to your room. You just have to hit it, and you get $150. Amateurs
On the ball, a little bit less to set up there. I think the Spanishes we'll see.
Oh, here it comes
on
again.
The diagonals. Nice setup. Oh, this team play. I'm not sure we saw the air dribble to bump set up in the last tournament, but it seems like a pretty reliable way. I think one of the keys is your amateur needs to at least be able to get someone in the air. But Chronic has a demo. This is open field again. Just go to your room to beat.
Wow.
Oh, go to your room. Couldn't keep it out, so no save money. Instead, Z Malik with another goal.
That's kind of the beauty of this, too, is when the amateur is taking the shot against the other amateur, someone's going to walk away with money, whether it's a save or a goal. Malik gets his $150 right there. As is he 2 for 2 now? He is 2 for 2 on Chronic's goals. Or Team Chronic's goals. He's going to get a third off the kickoff.
Perfect. I think the way it keeps working out is the pros keep kicking off against each other. I don't think there's any guarantee for that to happen. But this time, they drop it off for Z Malik. I don't know if Chronic's communicating that he's trying to kill the kickoff because you see that cheat up, but it works perfectly. Now amateurs on ball. I think the play here on the diagonals is tough, but I think on the slight offsets, they should go for those Spanish kickoffs, try and sneak in $300.
He's got a goal. It's wide open. Oh, go on. Give us a flip stat.
Oh, okay.
And that's, what, $600 now for Z Malik in 4 goals. Just like that. And he's got 2 saves to his name as well. So Z Malik right now, whew, he's walking away with some cash. We're not even halfway through.
Yeah, just 2 minutes in. And now this is a kickoff that anybody could go. And interestingly, Team Chronic sends Z Malik forward. Jack trying to bump Chronic on the goal line. Chronic gets a save. Wait, a demo? That's amateur on amateur, though. I think there was some slight hesitation from Chronic. Maybe seeing if Steve Malik could get the save.
Yeah, no, he's smart. And now apparently Jack doing it again. It's the same setup and go to your room. The communication from Team AppJack. They are cashing in right now.
Oh, AppJack caught that out of the air, too. That wasn't even his own setup on the air dribble. He took that clear into the setup, dropped it clean. And, when that pro defender is there, you can have a tough time, but not when you have a pro making sure they get cleared out. So back to another kickoff. Jack, no incentive to try and beat Z Malik there.
Here it comes again.
Off the ceiling.
There it is.
Oh, interception.
Wait, it could be a tap-in for Z Malik. I think apparently Jack's going to get back. And a very good bounce for apparently Jack. Let's see what... That's a great gallop. That's 300.
Wait, he doesn't need a goal. Just go save it.
But hey, go to your room, gets the demo. So that's $300 to this attempt. And you know what? You had insult to injury with the goal as well. Why not?
Yeah, I think that's just it's so much muscle memory to fight back against. Jack jumped to dodge the demo himself. It was almost big money for both teams, but then you just can't resist shooting. It's so open. Technically, he should probably just let it roll. Maybe his teammate can finish it. But look at this passing play. Jack, boo, denying a goal. Unfortunately, no assists.
That's the
or
pros.
give you any points.
It's just
for
the
the amateur
amateurs.
to the pro.
Both pros diving after. Apparently Jack dropping it down and go to your room. Side flipped away. Wanted the fourth. But here they come again. Apparently Jack, or no, that was go to your room actually who got the shot. As we're just under 2 minutes. And apparently Jack, that's a great touch to his amateur who has, I mean, Chronic and apparently Jack. For all the other pros that may be watching the stream, this is how you do it. This is how you set up your amateur. As both these guys are going to be walking away with probably well over $500 each.
See, Malik, problem with getting on ball this early is you really have to just be playing off ball. That's the best way to get set up. Chronic, just go to your room. So just Jack. Oh, he was trying to go for the demo. I think that's smart. If you're not involved in the play, see if you can get a pro off their rocker, but Chronic with a save, go to your room. Back to reset here.
Let's see if they can
Looking for that demo. Oh, he tried to grab him.
Let's see if Chronic, I can't get a hold of it. It's gotten a little messy here in the final couple minutes. See Malik, who's been very confident pushing downfield. A little bit more quiet. It's a good touch from apparently Jack, trying to keep this one in possession to set up and just let it go. Go to your room's going to go for it. Chronic is not going to let that one through. Maybe a setup. Chronic took notice of where his teammate was. Malik's there. It's too high. Can anyone walk away with a little extra cash here in the final 30 seconds?
Nice win by Chronic. See Malik, smart turn. Don't leave. You don't need a 100 boost. You just need anything.
Can you get back to it? Chronic, he's just trying to keep it in play. He doesn't want to shoot on target. Malik, get up, young man. He tried.
Oh my goodness.
Chronic just lightly tapping it towards the net. In fact, I think he gave Go to your room a save. So some money coming out defensively for Go to your room. Malik, maybe another shot. Apparently Jack is not going to let that one in. And maybe the last chance. Chronic over to Malik. Save by Go to your room and some money right at the end. For Go to your room, who, my goodness, I'd love to see the stats on that one because that was a moneymaker for both amateurs in this game.
Yeah, right at the end, I mean, Team Chronic was trying to run it up, but it really was just a bunch of saves. I mean, a ton of them were Jack saves, but I think Go to your room got at least a few of them.
Yeah.
So, you know, we saw, I think, another demo apiece or so. Yeah. And the air dribble bump meta is alive and well. I think we might see that for anybody who can get up in the air, because you do need to get like at least crossbar height as that amateur to be able to finish it. Mm-hmm. But if you can, that seems like the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, we saw at least 2 saves from Go to your room right at the end with Team Chronic kind of pressing. But again, you got to hand it to our pros, Chronic and AppJack. They did a great job of just setting up their amateurs left and right. I mean, AppJack with the air dribbles over to Go to your room. Chronic finding Z Malik in the midfield multiple times. Chronic was so efficient. 4 goals. All 4 goals were on his amateur. I mean, that's what you want. And Z Malik had 10 saves, and so did Go to your room.
Too. I mean, 2 demos. I think those demos were not all on pros, but still, I think at least one of them each. 4 goals, 2 goals for Go to your room. It's not a bad performance from either of them. But I do think Team Chronic coming out a little bit ahead.
And unfortunately, you know, in the way Rocket League works, epic saves and saves aren't really differentiated here in the save stats. So, you know, epic saves, I believe, were $75. Regular saves were $25 or $30, I think they were. So for Z Malik, you know, we'll have to see what that really adds up to. But 10 saves at a minimum. I mean, you're talking at least probably like $300. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just without the goals. Which he also got $600 in goals. So I mean, this is insane.
You make serious money here. I don't know if people are thinking you're making like a couple bucks in this Carry Tax Invitational. No, it's the real deal. It's one match, and you're coming away with a lot. So those goals, those demos, everything means a ton. I saw some people doing math in the chat during the break, and the last one, they're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Team AJ just made like $1,000. They made so much money in that one game. So there's a lot to be made. That's why it's so exciting.
It is a lot of things to be excited about here with Repeat, who, by the way, Repeat is hosting on-platform tournaments for the next Carry Tax Invitational. If you're looking for your chance to showcase your skills and earn a bit of cash playing alongside some of your favorite players, then you can visit rpt.gg/CTI today, and you can sign up and maybe have a chance for the next CTI. Because like you said, people in chat, they're talking about it. They're realizing, they know some of these guys, and that's just one game. They get another game. They get a second chance at more money. I mean, it's insane what's going on here. So, Fear, we've got to wrap things up for this game. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're coming back with some more bounties and some more Carry Tax Invitational.
I might have left my net open.
I'm trying. I'm there.
You get the save? Nice. Oh, score. Oh my god. Damn, bro, look at you. Oh my god, you are the goat. Holy shit.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're crazy. The save and the air dribble across the map.
I need a demo jack. I need a demo jack.
That demo one's OP.
Welcome back to SunlessKhan's Carry Tax Invitational. Still Corelli, still Fear, and we've been through 2 matches now so far. But I think, Fear, we really saw a clinic from Chronic and apparently Jack on how to set up their amateurs.
Yeah, air dribble bump meta alive and well. People like to get mad about it in 1v1, but hopefully if people are making some sweet cash, you know, they can get a little bit more excited about it. And their passing plays, which I think people can just feel a little bit better about in general. So hopefully we will see a little bit more of those. What continues to be maybe the best moneymaker, though, is the slow dribble which slows down the pro in front of net. Best time to snipe them.
Well, a lot of money is being won, a lot of opportunity to join us here on stream, but could I interest anyone in a PS5? If you're looking to win a brand new PS5 playing Rocket League, then you can sign up for the ongoing giveaway tournament right now using !giveaway in the chat and following the on-screen information right now. That's !giveaway in chat to win a PS5. I don't know why you wouldn't do it, Fear. I mean, I might do it right now. Where's the chat? Let me.
Yeah, it's easy. Remember, those of you in my chat, make sure you go over to repeat_GG. That's where the mainstream command will, or the giveaway command will work. So make sure you go there to enter the giveaway. And that also is where you need to go to type !enter to play later in this event. This very event we're doing right now, people from chat are going to be playing in. So you can go to that main channel and !enter there for that, because I mean, why wouldn't you want to get involved in what we've done so far?
Well, we do have our next match to get involved here. It's going to be Team Arsenal and Team AppJack going up against each other for our third match of the night. Let's take a look at Arsenal. Remember, Economic Andy, Arsenal, I think we're really looking at him to say, after maybe that first game, I hope they went back and talked about how to set each other up, and maybe Arsenal was watching the stream and seeing how Chronic and AppJack did it, because I think Economic Andy walked away with a pretty good chunk of change, but, there was a lot of opportunity, I think, for Arsenal to set him up.
Yeah, I think the big thing that I want to see never happen again in this event is one of the Arsenal goals. Arsenal just kind of like when you just started playing Rocket League and was like, yeah, and here's my opportunity to shoot and score, and my amateur hasn't touched the ball in 30 seconds, so there's no reason. There's no reason to do it. So hopefully none of those, and that's all I care about. If he's trying his best out there to make as much money, that works for me.
That works for me as well, and I'm sure that works for the amateur. On the other side, we just saw him. It was Team AppJack, who has the best named amateur so far, Go To Your Room, who I would say showed the most synergy so far. You talked about the air dribble bumps, but that really paid off for apparently Jack setting up his amateur. But I think just Go To Your Room clearly on the same page with his pro, which is tough to find that synergy, especially with the varying skill levels that you're going to get. Go To Your Room, we talked about it, walked away with 10 saves and 3 goals in the last game, not to mention a demo as well. So remember, every team's going to get 2 games. This will be the second one for both these teams, and their last chance to earn some money.
Yeah, and I mean, they crushed it. I think the level of our amateurs this time around is such that there's even more money to be made. I mean, every amateur seems to be, a pretty good Rocket League fan, from what I could tell. I mean, they're all capable of finishing these opportunities. I would think the one advice to amateurs is stay in the play. Sometimes we see amateurs kind of rotating out. It's like, it's all about you, so you got to be around to score, so stay up there as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, you talked a lot about muscle memory, and it's true. I think a lot of people are like, oh, I have to protect the net. Not really, right? Like, it doesn't actually matter. If you let them score, it doesn't really hurt you. So, I mean, you made them some money. So, I guess if you don't like that, then, there's that. But realistically, you're right. You just stay in the box, let your pro do all the dirty work, and then be there for the tap-in. That's really where you're going to start racking up the cash. Or go for the demos. We haven't seen just strictly running for demos the whole game. I think it's going to be tough to do that, especially against guys like Arsenal and AppJack in particular. But that is a very viable strategy for a format like this. I think we've only seen basically 1 demo for every amateur so far.
Yeah, and I mean, that's like worth 2 goals at least, so it's definitely the way to go. I mean, if we see both amateurs chasing, though, then we're going to be in a tough spot because nobody can score anymore. Somebody has to be around to score, so it's just going to be, tag at that point. So we'll see. I think, if that ends up happening, the other team's chasing, you probably want to just try and get some freebies because they'll be available. So it's a bit of a back and forth, and these guys are figuring it out with us, really.
I don't want to put this out there, but I'm going to anyways. There is a world where they could just not hit the ball and all just chase each other for demos, because there is incentive for pros to demo other pros. So you could just have a complete demo fest if we really wanted to. But I don't think people are going to want that. I think they're going to realize probably scoring goals and getting saves is a bit easier than trying to demo pros, especially as an amateur. I know I can't demo pros either, so it's not as easy as it looks, not as easy as some of the players like Arsenal make it look as well. But with 10 saves being racked up in the previous game, I think there's a lot to be said about playing defense and making those saves, because that can add up very, very quickly, as we just saw. That was at least $200-300 at the minimum coming out from 10 saves.
If none of them were epic saves, and if they were all epic saves, which would be pretty favorable thing to say, it could be $750. So yeah, saves can be there, but they're less exciting.
Yeah, they're not as exciting as scoring or demo. Plus, I mean, we're all about the highlight plays, right? I mean, when Throne went up and got that air dribble catch into the flip reset, I was about to pop out of my seat for him. So, I want to see amateurs clip on some pros as well. That's kind of why I'm here as well. I want to see that. The money's great. I'm happy for all of you walking away, but I want to see a clip on apparently Jack or Arsenal in this game.
Yeah, definitely. And we have the capability. We've seen both these amateurs, and I think they're both were there. You saw Chronic popping off for his teammate and was saying like, "Wow, you're insane." I mean, these guys are more than capable, and they're going to get their opportunity to shine. So, Team Arsenal and Economic Andy, is he going to be economic this time? This first time around, maybe not as much. Hopefully, second time around, it's a little bit better.
We'll find out. And there it is, right off the rip, $75. That's the kickoff strat that we've been talking about. You leave it, they go straight up the middle, $75 in the first 2 seconds of the game.
Yeah, definitely have to run that every time you have pros first.
Oh.
And there's a goal. How did this happen? I got distracted by the kickoff situation. Economic Andy. Oh, Arsenal amateur bump. Hey, that's when it's allowed. You need to clear out that net and leave it. It's so funny that Arsenal still does it the same way he does it in Pro Rocket. He just bump the defenders and let his teammate get it.
Well, we got the cash working this time, and apparently Jack's not going to fall for his own tricks there. Team Arsenal tried to do the same thing. And this time, some mind games coming. Let's see if Arsenal, he's looking for the pass, but he knows apparently Jack can read it. That's a demo. $300 for go to your room, and the first 30 seconds here, he's up $400.
A nice passing play, too. Yeah, he was actually...
there's a demo for Economic Andy.
Oh, my goodness. It's going too quick. I can't keep up with this game mode. It's so fast. But you could definitely see him earlier trying to not even make a play on the ball when Arsenal had it. He just tried to drive straight through to get the demo. He didn't miss it, but he got it back as he turned back around. This long shot, Jack just needs to take Economic Andy out. Oh, wait. Maybe there's someone else. I don't know. It's so high-paced, I can't keep up.
It's going too fast. A good save. Coming out from go to your room, $30 in his pocket for that. And both these players hovering around $500 in the first minute. And there's only been one goal scored. It's that those demos, that's what they make. They make such a big difference. Arsenal looking, I don't know what he's doing here. Trying to get a bounce back towards his teammate, I suppose. And it almost worked.
Yeah, I think it's not a terrible play. If there's defenders there, you just kind of roll it at them and hope that their save is weak to your amateur. If they were playing really next level, they might just back off and let it roll in. But I just don't think the muscle memory will ever allow someone to do that. So.
Yeah, you have 10,000 hours of trying to make saves. Go to your room. I don't know how many hours he has, but he's got $150 on that goal.
Yeah, that's a nice setup too. Jack, just 50 in Arsenal, and then this is a good slot. He goes to bump Economic Andy too. I mean, I think Economic Andy maybe had that save if it weren't for Jack. Jack clearing out the net. I mean, the teamwork is there on both sides in their second time around. This is both their team's second time around. This is what we should have, expected to see.
Bang. Oh, Economic Andy had a chance. Team Arsenal definitely a little bit more in sync in this game. Economic Andy had an open net, but apparently Jack, take all his money, man. You can't do that. You can't demo the amateur and take away his scoring chance.
All right, you see, go to your room was leaving the play there for a second. Got a little bit worried, but he did turn back around. I'm like, your team's on offense. Apparently, Jack will make wonders happen. He'll get you a goal. But you see Economic Andy. I don't think you need to go in there. I think you just need to wait midfield. Arsenal will get you something easy. No need to help out. And nothing happens. Jack's going to try to go backboard for sure.
Demo for Andy. $300.
Nice. Those just sneak up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, because, I mean, in normal Rocket League, you're like, oh, there's a demo. But now it's got, monetary value. So, you got to retrain yourself. Economic Andy. $855 so far in total cash. And there's only been 2 goals scored, and we still got 2 minutes to play. Team Arsenal has done better to set each other up. Here's Arsenal. Economic Andy's racing back. This is an opportunity. Just got to tap it. He pulled off, but he's going to still get it. He's still going to get it. $1,000 for Economic Andy.
He dodged the demo here, too. Jack was trying to be ultra cringe. He tried to get the demo. He had to pull off it for a second.
Wow.
And Arsenal dropped it down for him. $1,005, and we have 2 minutes left to play.
And that would have been the second time, apparently, Jack demoed him with a net to shoot on.
But luckily, he's no amateur. Go to your room. He's going to hit one right away. The kickoffs have been great for Team AppJack. And he just pops this up, a slight win. I mean, it's on a tee, and he just has the amateur to beat. And man, he did.
Man, it's got to feel so good every time you score. You know you're getting $150. That's got to be a great feeling for both these amateurs so far, who are both walking away with some money. Just under 2 minutes. Arsenal has done so much better for Economic Andy this time around. Let's see what Andy can do. He's been denied a couple chances. Like I was saying, apparently Jack's been demoing him and taking away his money. It's not right. Go to your room getting a couple flip resets. Let's see what happens in the final minute and a half. Arsenal looking for Andy.
He's always looking for Andy. At every moment of the game, he should be looking for Andy. Jack on a dribble. He needs it to get saved. He needs help. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Boo. We do not care.
Yeah, we've seen this kind of work at times, but Arsenal has to save it. You know, why did he try and bump? I mean, he should have given up on it. Or maybe he thought Go to Your Room was right behind him. There's a chance that he could like come and get a late tap or something.
I think apparently Jack was trying to play for some sort of, challenge from the other side to leave it for Go to Your Room. But it still didn't come out for him. And this one's been a lot tighter in the last couple minutes. But you are sitting at over $1,000 for both these players.
Jack has Arsenal. Ooh, nice save by Economic Andy.
Okay.
Arsenal could tap this. He's going to tap it in. I guess they want to kick off.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably a good idea, actually. Kickoffs are probably the most volatile, the best chances to make money. And considering his teammates so far out of position, you might as well just tap that in.
He was pretty far back, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you just put that one off the back wall, though, and allow the chance for it to go in. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Let's see. Final seconds. Arsenal now he's just playing normal Rocket League. That's a demo on Go to Your Room. See if Economic Andy can get a save or maybe a goal. Maybe a chance. Demo. The net's open. Arsenal waiting for Economic Andy, and he popped it up and away. Is anyone going to cash in late? Arsenal. That's a good save. Things are slowing down. And Arsenal's just shooting the ball. And it's another demo.
Nothing to gain there. Yeah, he's just kind of banking on saves. I guess this one, though, seems a little aggressive. One thing that I've noticed from the amateurs is I think at times that they're trying to set up challenges when the pro has the ball, as if they're playing real Rocket League. And trust me, taking the ball from a pro is very hard. You might as well just use that opportunity to see if you can demo him. It might not be the right play for a Rocket League game, but it's $300 right in front of you. So I want to see amateurs do that more instead of trying to steal the ball from pros, which is going to be very, very hard. But there's Arsenal denying a goal for Go to Your Room. Right now, Go to Your Room does have the slight edge in money won, even though his team is down, because those Arsenal goals don't really matter for anything.
Final seconds, and a one off the post. It's still up. Is it going to get the balance? It's not. And 14.25 for Team AppJack and 14.10 for Team Arsenal. So $1,400 a piece for our amateurs in this game fear. That's got to be one of the higher denominations we've had in all of our games so far.
Yeah, that was a good round. That was absolutely a good round. Remember, the Carry Tax Invitational means the pros are getting a little bit off the top. The amateurs getting the chunk of that. But, a great round. And it's also the first time, I don't know if it's ever happened before, where the team that won the match, Team Arsenal, did not get more money. So they didn't really win. It was really more of a pretty close tie, slight edge to Team AppJack. But that was a good one.
When you're walking away with $1,400, there's no losers. There's no losers in that one. As we could take a look at some of our stats. Go to Your Room with 2 goals. Economic Andy with 2 goals. 4 saves for Economic Andy. 5 for Go to Your Room. But those demos, 2 apiece on our amateurs. I believe both of them, actually all 4 of them, 2 for each, were on the pros, if I remember correctly. So that's, I think, how we got so high at the $1,400 mark.
Yeah, and very natural demos too. They didn't have to be forced too much. Most of them were in the flow of the game where it made sense to grab a demo. And these guys are looking for it. Maybe they could look for it even more, like I said, with how much it seems to rely on hand landing them. But man, a good round. Both their second rounds, so that's all they have for today. I mean, they might be able to get a bit more money if their pro ends up winning in the show match for them. That's their last way now for these amateurs. But walking away with a pretty good day for what is 2 games of Rocket League.
Yeah, don't forget, we will have that pro matchup at the end of the day. It will be a series. It will be normal Rocket League at that point, $3,000 prize pool. But that was Team Arsenal versus Team AppJack. Lots of money for our amateurs in that last one, but we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be making more money for our amateurs here at the Carry Tax Invitational.
And I'm going to get you this assist, though.
No.
Oh. There we go, baby.
Nice.
What am I talking about, bro? Come on. That's a dub.
Yeah.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments
The final 1v1 of the game here.
and celebrate the pros and the rising stars,
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
bringing you guides and deep dives
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
and tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he get? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match
Back, let's go.
or watching along at the edge of your seat,
A duo taking down a trio.
let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
Welcome back to SunlessKhan's Carry Tax Invitational. We are 3 matches in on the night, and here, so far, we have seen plenty of money walk out the door straight into some amateurs' pockets so far.
Yeah, and it's getting better and better. I think we talked about it. That last round was maybe the best yet. We have another round where it's both teams playing as their second time. We got Team Chronic versus Team AJ for their second round at it. They both did well the first time around, so I'm expecting even more for round 2.
Yeah, let's take a look at our first team in match 4 of the night. It's going to be Team AJ, and that was Throne, who I think has been the most impressive amateur so far, at least in my book. He hasn't landed any of the crazy mechanics that he's gone to, but he seems confident. That's what I like from him.
Yeah, he's able to finish everything AJ was setting up for him. It seemed like a good duo when we saw them on comms in between the breaks, talking about their setups. They seem like a good duo. So I feel good about Team AJ and his second time around. They had to go in first, so maybe a little bit lessons learned from watching everybody else. Maybe a little bit of air dribble bump meta, which they didn't use the first time. So I'm excited to see what they have.
Yeah, we saw AJ doing a great job of setting up Throne in the same way that I think Jack did with a lot of aerial setups with the air dribble bumps and the air dribbles, allowing his amateur teammate to put away the goals. But someone else who's done that as well is Team Chronic, or Chronic has been able to set up his amateur player in Malik, who, man, they really showed some chemistry near the end of that game. Against apparently Jack, and Malik seemed very capable when Chronic was able to finally start setting him up, especially downfield in the midfield.
Yeah, by Chronic's own admission, he is the GOAT, according to what he was saying in between the breaks. So some team chemistry already being built. I think we're going to see a lot of tactics similar. I think Team Chronic maybe did a bit more of the kickoff stuff than Team AJ was doing at the beginning. There's so many different ways to make money, and that last round proved it. So especially on those kickoffs, that's a way to farm, at the very least, easy saves. They could be epic, too. Just drive backwards, make sure it's an epic save right on that goal line.
Right, yep.
We could see a ton.
Get $75 right off the bat if you can get that kickoff to go. And we've seen that used through 2 of these Carry Tax Invitationals. But I don't know if that's going to happen between AJ and Chronic. They got to know. I mean, Chronic's done that quite a bit. AJ, I think they did it once in theirs as well. So everyone knows that tactic now. So I don't know if they're going to get away with it. But we'll have to see. If you had to guess, Fear, what is the denomination of money that we're going to see? What's
how much do you think they're going to walk away with?
Yeah.
The higher team?
Yeah.
We ended with 1,400 last time?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I'm gonna up at 1. I'm going to go 1,500.
Wow, 1,500. And I would guess, coming from goals mostly, it would be your assumption then? Or demos?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to have to get some demos in there too. So I think we saw a good balance of both. Probably 2 demos. I think 2 demos and the rest from goals.
Yeah, 2 demos gets you, what, $600? So you got a lot going there. So Team AJ and Team Chronic. We've only seen, I think the maximum demos we've seen from an amateur against a pro has been 2 so far. We'll see if Team AJ or Team Chronic can get that going even more to get up to Fear's prediction of $1,500. Let's get it going. Team AJ, Team Chronic, match 4.
This is the first time that a pro and amateur have been matched up on the kickoff, which is very interesting because for some reason it hadn't happened yet. And, it seems like a coin toss for that to happen. So we'll see if there's any different strategies when you have a pro going up against the amateur. But we're right into it, and not much money made yet. Throne, I'm just waiting to see what clip he's going to give us.
I mean,
fortunately, when he's playing with the ball first in the corner, it's like, yeah, you might be able to get AJ a great setup. There's just nothing to be gained there. You kind of have to go back off the ball and let AJ do all the creation. Like right here.
Oh, here we go.
AJ.
Here you go. Let him go. Let him off those. There's one. Go on. He's got a flip. Throne. Oh, my goodness. The mech's coming out from the amateur. And he's going to go again, Fear. He's attacking again. Chronic's having to play real defense to keep Throne away.
You know, AJ should just go bump because I feel like Throne is going to be able to beat the Amateur. He's going to have a tough time beating both the Amateur and Chronic.
Oh, what a pass.
So maybe just get Chronic out of the picture.
Wow.
There's our first goal. Great setup.
I mean, that's fantastic from Chronic. Getting his own pass to the corner and a beautiful touch. Some finesse from Chronic to lay that one out to Malik. And $150 plus a save gives Malik 180 so far in the first minute.
Throne gonna leave out for AJ. AJ's going for the demo.
There's a demo.
Oh, Throne, he didn't believe.
He got it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Malik got it.
Yeah, but I felt like AJ was going for the demo. How did that happen?
I don't know. He got it, though.
Rocket League is on the side of the Carry Tax Invitational because I don't know how the demo went the other way, but there's a ton of money to be made from it.
Oh, my gosh. And he got a goal.
Placement.
Look at Malik go. And just like that. I mean, it's 20 seconds. He was at so the first minute, he had $180. 20 seconds go by, and now he's at 630 off the demo and another goal. I mean, just insane how it multiplies.
Another kickoff situation. Is Z-Malik fast enough to get around the ball and get a demo on a pro? I don't know. AJ knows there's no reason to do anything with the ball here. He tries to bring it back to Throne, but Throne out of boost. It's going to be a full reset. Throne wants a demo, but that doesn't really matter. He's trying to chase down an Amateur. And now AJ has, you know, really no one around to finish if even it does get a setup.
Ooh, Throne, he's chasing the demos now. He tried to get off the kickoff, and he did it again there against Chronic. Not really playing the ball and trying to go for broke. But, I mean, you know, you're 2 minutes into this, and you're sitting at $0 so far.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, I think there's more natural situations to get a demo.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, just AJ, just AJ. Throne, nice takeaway. I mean, Throne is just out here. He wants to 1v1 Chronic, it seems. But that's not the best way to make money.
Yeah, you got to go back to what works for Team AJ. Just letting AJ set you up. Getting those goals, starting to put them together. Still sitting at 0. Throne wants to take this all the way. He's got the Amateur to beat the bump. Can Throne put this one away? Be patient. It comes off the post. And now here comes Team Chronic. Trying to make him pay and walk away with $150 for themselves.
AJ, oh, infield pass. Nice save. Nice save. Trying to get his team going. Need a save to get his team on offense. There's a good long shot opportunity.
Oh, my. There we go.
It's slammed in. All right, on the board. Wait, 225. I missed some other. Maybe an epic save?
Epic save.
For Throne?
Yeah, got an epic save. And the goal. So, Team AJ on the board. Throne finally getting some cash. 225 is not too shabby for 2.5 minutes of Rocket League. Now a fake kickoff. It was a good pop, actually, from Throne. It almost found the net. Malik, I don't know if he got credit to save. Okay, he did. He did get the save. AJ dropping it down to Throne again. And here comes Team AJ trying to get that money for Throne. But unfortunately, again, they're turned away. And I think Malik really came out with the money in the end. They're making
nice
the save.
Play. Wow. Oh, wait, no way.
Pass back to him. There you go.
That was great. I mean, Throne, he outplayed both of them, so I was so stoked. He just had to open that, and he missed it here. But luckily, he's got a pro-level player teaming with him to make sure he gets his goal.
That was smart from AJ, and I feel that one Throne. I've taken a, we call that, you know, playing soccer growing up, we call that one a donkey touch. It's a donkey touch. It's too heavy. Gets away from you. But AJ there to clean it up, give him the goal, and Throne getting going here. 375 in his pocket with 1:40 on the clock.
Gonna need a couple demos, I think, if we want to see, you know, a bigger prize pool than we saw in the last round. AJ getting sent back. Throne keeps trying to get these opportunities to air dribble, and why not? But we need a demo. Oh, interception. See, Malik's not going to have it. So now it's going to be AJ on the dribble. Thrown upfield. He's in a great position. A bump on Chronic would be perfect, but no, AJ couldn't connect.
I wonder if the communication was off. I mean, Throne jumped, and then I think AJ got another touch. And here comes Malik straight up the gut. Another 150, approaching that 1,000 mark.
Hey, Z-Malik beat both players, too. I mean, that was no Chronic was behind him. Chronic was like there to help and just in case something went wrong. But Z-Malik, he outplays both players. A hard-earned $150. You know, Chronic shouldn't get any of that one. That one was all him.
Exactly. And it's gonna count for Throne. Yeah, hey. Malik own goaling, but Throne was the last blue player to touch it off the kickoff, so he'll get $150.
Look at that. Maybe that'll come back for some good karma.
Yeah. Minute
What do they
left.
do on this 4-player kickoff? Both teams going to send the pro. Doesn't immediately become clear if that's a good play. AJ is just trying to pop off and clip, but he needs to hit back for it. I think that's a good setup. Throne.
Oh, is it coming down? Oh, no, it's
yeah, a bit too high.
Yeah, Throne had no boost on the AJ air dribble, so he just went back. So I think AJ was just messing around at that point. 45 seconds left. Can Malik break 1,000? AJ doing his best to set up his teammate. Throne trying to come through. Coming up on 30 seconds left. Malik, who has been a star in this game, will find another goal.
I actually think AJ went up for the save here. I think he was going to save it, but then he realized there was actually a chance that his teammate could save it, and he like pulled off of it. I think he maybe tried to feed the save. I mean, I don't know why AJ would miss it otherwise, but you know, Z-Malik's excited about it because that's another goal for him, and he's approaching the 1,000 mark.
Yeah.
Oh,
Demo.
an amateur demo.
Demo and maybe a goal. AJ leaving it for throw, but they ran into each other. Malik, he's got an open net. $1,000 for Malik.
1,140. That was a good trade for both teams. You know, both teams are happy walking away.
Yeah, yeah.
We saw the demo for Throne and the goal for Z-Malik. That took like 10 seconds, maybe if even. So there's a lot of money-making opportunity here in the final 20. And we got to see more kickoff shenanigans, I assume. Yeah, Throne just an instant goal.
What? What?
What is Malik not going to save? Where'd he go?
Yeah, where's he going? His muscle memory. That's muscle memory right there. Yeah. I mean, you know, in a normal game, maybe you do that. I mean, it's 2, so you kind of want to cheat. But, you know, in a normal game, it's acceptable to do that. But in this, you got to stay in net. Just in case that ball pops out, you get a free save. That's the easiest $75 you're ever going to make in your entire life. 10 seconds left. And Team AJ, who had a slow start, are now on the cusp of the $1,000. AJ will put it home. And it won't give any credit over to the Throne, but Team AJ, at least we'll tie up this.
Yeah, it's a tough position. I mean, I guess Throne. It's weird because AJ has to try and kind of win it. He doesn't want to lose it so bad that the ball gets cleared, but he doesn't want to win it so hard that he scores. So it's a really weird position. Ended up getting the goal. Wait, there's an opportunity. That ball was bouncing.
That one was up. Wait, go back. I think it came down. Yes, it came down. I don't hear the cars anymore. I think it came down. So, okay, it just ended. I'm getting word. It just ended. So we didn't miss anything. But hey, another great match where our amateurs getting up in the 4-digit category is quite nice to see. A game of Rocket League for $1,000 seems good in my book.
Yeah, for real. 5 minutes, and it was 990 or 50, really cclose to 1,000, and 1,100. So maybe not as much as last time. It goes to show just how good of a last game we had in the previous round. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not going to be complaining about getting $1,000 for 5 minutes of Rocket League playing with my favorite pro, or at least one of my favorite pros. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, it was a good show. Well, listen, we talked about getting more people involved here. We said we were going to have people enter and be able to come on to stream. Well, it's the end of match 4, and we have those players picked. So Rles and Cheese are looking for their teammates. So Fear, let's get introduced to the first teammate, and that will be, wait for it, Braden. With Rles. FS Braden will be playing with Rles. That's our first lucky winner that we picked from chat. Our second player who will be playing with Cheese will be Lachiki. Right? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, no, I think Lachiki sounds right to me.
Lachiki sounds right to me. He'll be playing with Cheese. So those are our 2 new players entering the battlefield, our new amateurs coming on board. We're going to get a new set of pros as well. It'll be Rles and Cheese, who will duke it out back-to-back in our final 2 matches of the night. And, of course, we'll have our pro show match after that. So you want to stick around. We got a lot more fun going on here in the Carry Tax Invitational. We're going to go to a bit of a longer break to get things set up with our new amateurs. So we see you on the other side.
Oh, wait. Oh my God.
Let's go.
Where'd you go, bro? Damn. That was crazy.
Thank you.
I wanted you to like bump him and I was to pass it to you. I just didn't know you could do it all yourself like that.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Welcome back to SunlessKhan's Carry Tax Invitational. We are through 4 matches on the night, and Fear, we just picked our new players for the rest of the night. Rles and Cheese will be coming on with our amateur players, FS Braden and Lachiki, joining them for these last 2 matches.
Yeah, crazy. Some people just tuned into the stream today and, maybe thought they were just going to be watching some Pro-Am. Now, not only are they going to get to play with pros, but they're going to walk away with what seems like maybe $1,000 on average from what we've seen. So a crazy good day of Rocket League, I imagine, for them.
Well, if you missed your opportunity to be a part of today's broadcast, there's still opportunity within Repeat. Repeat is hosting online platform tournaments for the next Carry Tax Invitational. If you're looking for your chance to showcase your skills and earn a bit of cash while playing alongside some of your favorite players in the space, then visit rpt.gg/CTI. Sign up right now. But Fear, what would actually be maybe even more amazing than that is a PS5, okay? Are you looking to win a brand new PS5 by playing Rocket League? You could sign up for the ongoing giveaway tournament right now by using !giveaway in the chat and following the on-screen information that you see, on your screen. It's !giveaway in the chat right now. PS5, we're giving it away. Who doesn't love that? I mean, what other stream is giving away a PS5? I heard those things are hard to get. They're sought after.
Remember, those of you on my stream, type !mainstream. It'll take you over to repeat_GG, or you can just get to twitch.tv/repeat_GG, however you'd like. And that is where you type !giveaway for your chance at the PlayStation.
All right. So our last 2 teams of the night must face off two more times to finish off our matches. It will be Team Rles and Team Cheese. So let's go ahead and meet our first team. It is going to be Team Cheese with Lachiki. Now, remember, we just got Lachiki. He came from the chat, came from you guys. So it's his time to shine, and he knows what he's getting into. He's probably been listening to the stream, Fear. We've probably given him some good ideas because we're massive brain analysts. I'm sure he knows what he's getting into at this point, and maybe, just maybe, that gives him an advantage.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, hopefully he's got the confidence to come in and tell the pro what to do. As long as Cheese has, not been watching, or if Cheese has been watching himself, then maybe it doesn't matter. But if Cheese hasn't been watching, he's got to be like, all right, here's the deal. I've been here the whole time. I've seen Lachiki in chat. He's ready to go. Here's what works. You can air dribble bump for me, right, Cheese? And I'm sure he can. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure he can. And that's just our first team. Let's check out team number 2. It will be Team Rles with alongside him FS Braden, who was picked up in the chat as well. So Mr. Rles getting his amateur player. And I don't think Rles or Cheese were a part of the last Carry Tax Invitational. So not only are we getting new amateurs, but we're also getting some new pros into the mix and see how they fare in this format.
Yeah, I'm hoping FS Braden stands for Freestyle Braden. Certainly it does, right? That's not copium. I bet he's a full-on amazing freestyler, and we're going to see some nasty shots from FS Braden.
Yeah, or maybe, I don't know, free saves or something, and he just gets a million saves. We'll find out. Curious to see if the kickoff strat will come into play, especially right off the first kickoff. That's been pretty popular. But, yeah, I think so far tonight, I will say one thing, Fear. I think we've seen a lot less demos in this Carry Tax Invitational than in the previous. I think maybe the pros are harder to get, or I don't know, something's different, something's in the air where the demos aren't coming as much as previous Carry Tax Invitationals, because we've seen numbers like 15, 16, even I think the highest we saw last time was like $1,800 or something, $1,800 from our amateurs, and a lot of that is off the back of those demos.
Oh, definitely. And this is the first time in both that last tournament and this one that 2 teams will be playing each other twice. We had people from chat the last time, but I don't think they ended up facing with the other team 2 games in a row. So I don't know if there's going to be any metagaming around that specifically, with Cheese and Rles, if they start to realize what's working, what doesn't. Instead of getting new opponents, you get the same stack ones. So 10 full minutes against these guys, a lot of time to figure it out, and hopefully they do before they run out of opportunity to make a ton of cash.
If you're just joining us, what's going on here is a pro and an amateur are being paired up. There are bounties on the board. If amateurs are scoring, they're making money. If amateurs are demoing pros, they're making money. It isn't necessarily about winning. In fact, it's not about winning at all. It doesn't really matter what the score is. You're just trying to get those bounties. So let's get into match number 5, Team Cheese and Team Rles. Got to be facing off twice here to round out the night.
A pro-on-pro demo. Is that the first time we've seen that?
That might... No, we've seen that before.
Okay. We haven't seen a ton of it. Not a lot of pros demoing pros. It only gives money to the pros. We should point out, if you're just tuning in after missing maybe the first round, pros scoring gives nothing. No incentive for the pros to try and go do everything themselves. It's all about setting up the amateur.
And Rles getting a demo on a amateur, and then it's Cheese who scores. So pros scoring, basically pros almost doing anything doesn't really get them money, and Cheese will get one, but it really doesn't matter. Again, winning isn't the point here.
The kickoffs already getting cheeky.
Oh.
This Braden setting it up for Rles. Rles gets instantly taken away. There's a shot opportunity. It was off target. So actually, unfortunately, it was off target for FS Braden. Otherwise, could have gotten a save there to get on the board.
Yeah, no save, no goal. Still $0 for Team Rles. Let's see if Cheese can set up Lachiki. Lachiki's waiting for it as Cheese going to carry this one across. Rles going to deny. And maybe the best setup so far as the demo comes out. It's Rles again on Lachiki. That's the second one, as Rles is not letting the poor kid play.
Cheese also just took a solo opportunity, so I think there's some growing pains here as these guys get warmed up, as there's really no motivation for putting those pro goals on. Rles into an air dribble. Probably wants to go backboard with this. That's a great opportunity.
We got it. There it is.
Nice. Now we're getting going.
Great setup from Rles. And this is what we expect from the pros, right? They get the air dribble, they find the backboard, and let it come out nicely. Even if they can score, they still want to hit that backboard and let it be an easy tap-in for their amateur. That was perfect from Rles.
Yeah, and I think maybe Cheese was expecting Lachiki to get a touch. Wait, the
oh! Braden with the demo. Nobody hitting the ball in. $300 for Braden, and now a bump comes out. That was smart. And that's $300 for the demo as Rles again. That's a third one on Lachiki.
Yeah, I think they were both just going for a Spanish kickoff, and they both chose the same direction around the ball. I mean, it can't be what they initially planned for.
Oh, come on,
Rles, what are you doing?
Stop, man. Stop it. Let the poor guy play. There's a demo, a pro-on-pro demo. Lachiki, he's been sent back to his corner 4 times, and now almost a save, but FS Braden going to put one away, and there you go, another $150, and he's almost at 1,000.
Yeah, wow, 775. That kind of creeped up out of nowhere. Oh, that's a great play by FS Braden, too. I didn't really notice. Yeah, set up off the backboard to himself. I mean, that's a little bit saucy.
2 goals and a demo for FS Braden. And now another demo comes out, and it was Rles on Lachiki, man. I mean, you got to take some money from Rles for this. That's 5 now.
Rles hates fun, apparently.
I know. What is that about? Poor guy came here to win some money, and instead he's just getting demoed. Pro on pro. Rles gets Cheese, and I do like the ideas from Rles, though. I mean, he's going to use the demos to try and open up space for FS Braden. A flick over Lachiki, can't get there. Pro demo again. FS Braden. Oh, show it to us, Braden. Go on. Go on. Another touch. Oh, is it went in? It was an own goal.
Cheese just outplayed Lachiki. He got chased off the ball by Rles. You see Rles doing his job. I think he must have thought he could get the save. He just boomed it in the net. My goodness.
And $1,000 for FS Braden. We're not even halfway through.
This is the most lopsided that the cash has ever been this much into a game.
Yeah, it's almost 10x the cash on the other side. Let's see if Team Cheese can get things going. I mean, you know, it's not really anyone's fault other than Rles, he's just been crushing Lachiki, demoing. Lachiki now has an open net. That's got to be a goal. There you go. Double up your score. 280 so far for Lachiki and Team Cheese. And a much-needed goal. For a much-needed bounty.
As much crap that we're giving Rles, right now the results speak for themselves. You know, I don't know if anyone else got to 1,000 halfway through, so maybe there's something with demoing the amateur that creates, good opportunities. He's just farming pro demos too. Lachiki almost just scored while Rles was gone. Guess Rles doesn't really care if that happens, but
now the number on the screen is the total amount of cash, so it is counting the pro demos as well. But still, lots of money for Team Rles and for, obviously, FS Braden. FS Braden can put this one away. It'd be his 4th. Rles trying to get the bump. Now this has to be a goal for Lachiki. Go on. There you go. Put that one away. And his second goal will give him $460.
Yeah, and this is the danger. We talked about, we haven't seen anybody do all demo all the time. And I think the reality is that they could never resist it because situations like this would just happen. It's like, I might as well get $150. I might as well just tap this ball in. And they missed on their demo attempts. Oh, kickoff goes directly in. FS
There
Braden.
you go.
Another 150.
1275 for FS Braden. And again, I'm pretty sure like 300 of that are demos from Rles, but still, FS Braden, he's got a minute 46 left on the clock, and I mean they're racking up the cash right now.
Yeah, I wonder what Cheese just kind of he faked the kickoff, but
another 300 on it for FS Braden. 1575.
My goodness, this is ridiculous.
Is he going to get the 2K? I mean, he's like a demo and a goal away.
Right now, he's potentially setting up an assist, which always feels like a wasteful place to be, but what else can you really do when you already have the ball?
Let's see if Team Cheese break the 500 mark. Cheese. Team Rles could possibly get up closer to the $2,000 as this one is saved by Rles. FS Braden nowhere to be found. The cheeky trying to get it going. Here comes FS Braden. Go on. Into the air dribble. Show us what you got, FS Braden. No flip reset. Cheese backflip.
Right, that was great. It set up the save for his Lachiki. I don't know if they calmed that, like to leave the save, but I mean, it was pretty smart if they did.
Yeah. Clean $30. And now maybe an opportunity for Team Cheese. Lachiki has to get involved. Coming up on 30 seconds left. Cheese just taking the shot. That's a save. $30 for FS Braden.
All right, I think you leave this for Cheese and you just head upfield. Oh, Rles, such a pest though.
Oh, that could have been a demo on Rles. And he's still trying to get it. Rles made of titanium. That one, oh my goodness, that one, it's almost going in too. And not even a save for Lachiki. Maybe one last setup, but FS Braden's too far behind. 5 seconds left. Is it off of? Oh, I thought Lachiki almost had that. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I think he did try and hit him. Lachiki pre-jumped, and then Cheese tried to shoot it off of him, which would be insane.
Oh my! that was the height of a car away from going off of Lachiki.
Definitely go for a kickoff, see if you can get a demo on Rles or something. Oh, he tried it. It just wasn't fast enough.
And there you go. Again, these games will end tied. We don't do overtime. So 16:35 for FS Braden. The highest we've seen, at least total count, in a game so far. And again, these guys are going to play each other back-to-back. So we're going to see the run back. But boy, FS Braden and Rles, they're walking away with some good cash.
Yeah, and it seems to be at the cost of the other team's cash. Lachiki, yeah, I'm trying to figure it out in my head why those demos on Lachiki ended up working so well for them in terms of getting them money, but apparently it did. Their highest scoring portion was when Rles was just farming demos on the amateurs. So he's going to have to try and explain to me how that worked so well, but they need to be watching out for it as we head to the stats for match 5.
9 demos from Rles. And I would say, I think probably 5 of them, at least 5 of them were on Lachiki. So you're saying he's probably got $200 out of that total score of just him demoing Cheese, which he gets $50 for. So, yeah, Rles was a nuisance. And really, there was only one demo on the other side, and that was just Cheese one time. Otherwise, no demos for Lachiki and one for FS Braden.
We had a couple Cheese goals that were a bit like he wasn't sure of the format. We always see a couple of those. It seems like every team kind of wasn't sure what to do. Even some players started to figure out when they were able to score ways to just kind of barely not score. But we didn't really see that from Cheese yet. He just kind of took straight up shots that don't give them any points. So try and work a way to, hopefully that's what Cheese and them are labbing. Like, is there some way to get me involved if you're Lachiki and on those goals? Because that could be the difference. That could give them a bit more. Obviously, the big money is always going to be coming from landing a potential demo.
That's right. That's where the big bounty is. But scoring goals are, of course, a great alternative, as FS Braden showed us. They get 4 in that game, all 4 in that game. And that's exactly what you want if you're a pro player. So we're going to have the run back. Team Cheese and Team Rles are going to be our last match of the night. That'll be our last best of one with amateurs and pros. And then after that, we'll have our show match between all the pros that have played tonight for a $3,000 prize pool. So you want to stick around. We've got plenty more Carry Tax Invitational coming up after the break.
It's a chilling. Killing him. No. You? Who wants to save?
How is it not a save?
I don't know, actually. I'm going to backboard for you. Backboard.
Yeah.
It's off. Oh, finish.
Let's
Lovely,
go.
Lovely.
Let's go.
All right, that's $100 in your pocket. Let's go.
That's 50 in yours.
Let's get it. Let's make some money.
Let's go.
Good shit.
That's a dime.
It sucks that me and Cheese.
We just saw Team Rles and Team Cheese face off in our previous match, and we get to do it one more time, Veer. What did you make of the matchup in that first round?
It was great. I mean, it was one of the best performance we've seen from Team Rles so far, I think, from anybody that has been playing. It seemed like at the cost of Team Cheese. We talked about it a little bit before. I think Team Cheese just needs to pull back on Cheese goals. Really no reason to get them. And you can kind of tell when it's running through their head and they're not just autopiloting. I think we had a couple autopilot moments from Cheese. Just take those away and we might be getting a ton of money on both sides.
Well, if you forgot who's playing, let's get those teams back up on the screen, find out who Team Rles and Team Cheese are. We saw Team Rles, they had FS Braden, who was a fantastic scoring all the goals that they did. I think all 4 of the goals in the previous game. And Team Cheese, I think they walked away with, what, $500-ish in that previous game. So we're going to see them again in our last match of the night, of course, as there they are, Team Rles and Team Cheese. Team Cheese consisting of course, Cheese and Lachiki, and Team Rles, Rles and FS Braden. But you're right. I mean, I think for Team Cheese, they gotta get Lachiki involved a little bit more. See if they can get things going. As the demo comes out. There you go.
But Cheese, like, this is such a great opportunity. I feel like if we see the Lachiki demo, top tier, and then Lachiki stay close, Cheese pass it to him.
Yeah,
like that's a really free opportunity for a goal.
I think that's what he was trying to do. But still, a $300 demo right off the rip is exactly how you want to start off this game. He's already halfway to what he had in the previous game.
Yeah, and we're talking about it like it's not much, but $500 for playing one Rocket League game is still amazing.
There you go.
There you go. About to double it up.
And he's about to probably over double it.
Yeah.
As Cheese getting a demo on FS Braden, that just opened up the space. Nobody was home. And look at the Cheeky. All of a sudden, in the first 13 seconds, he's got $450.
Yeah, this could get out of hand if they could continue to be so effective. What a turnaround for them. Rles. Oh, wait, instant goal?
Wow.
Is this an amateur up here who's faking?
It was Lachiki, yeah. He was trying to fake it. Or I guess he was trying to go for a demo. I don't know. But I mean, either way, it seemed that was interesting. And now Rles is. I see it in chat there. He said, like a book, Carlos. So some trash talk coming out. I like it. Some friendly banter. Okay, it's not trash talk. They're friends.
He's basically saying that Rles called it out and said, yo, he's going to fake it, so just chip on target, which is great.
So both of our amateurs getting involved early. Cheese finds Lachiki, puts it on target. That's a save for FS Braden. Cheese trying to set up. Lachiki again takes a shot, and look at this. From Lachiki and Cheese, $600 in the first minute.
I mean, I've said it so many times. I feel like I'm saying it too many times, but the second rounds always do so much better. I mean, they figured it out. It's a night and day from the first game. Little break in between, right back into the action. It's the same teammates, or same opponents, I should say, too. So it's not like they got easier opponents to play against. They just figured it out, and they have tons of cash in the first minute.
Little demo there on from Cheese onto Rles, so $50 into Cheese pockets. Team Rles trying to get their offense going. Lachiki, I think, had the open net, but couldn't put it on target. And so it's handed back over to Team Rles. Now Cheese. Here comes Lachiki. Opportunity, and it's FS Braden. Epic save. He'll walk away with $75, and he'll give it over to Cheese, who again is just shooting it for no reason.
Yeah. I don't know if he's trying to make a point, like, hey, good job. You did a great setup. I want to, like, reward you by shooting this for you. But, you know, from there, I'm not really sure. We talked about it kind of before. Maybe a kickoff is better than just trying to kill the ball there somehow. Oh, Lachiki looking for the demo. Off the kickoff. FS Braden.
Ooh.
All you have is a pro in net. It's easy peasy.
And Rles actually dodged 2 demos. Lachiki chased him into the corner as well. So here comes FS Braden. He was chasing Cheese. Cheese, is he going to just shoot? I think he's going to play it slow this time. So he's just trying to get Lachiki involved. That's what you got to do as the pro. You got to be the liaison. Oh. And now, what is this? Is this a pro rule 1?
Just go for a demo right now.
Yeah, go for a demo. It's $300.
You have to make a save now. Go as soon as you get enough time to get a demo. Just go.
Go get a demo. It's $300 sitting right there. Just demo.
Goal, though. You have to get there before the goal.
You do have to get there before the goal. That's true. And FS Braden, I think, is going to get it. He is.
I can't believe they didn't go for it.
Well, yeah, think about it now. You can't leave. I mean, he's going to score it before.
I mean, FS Braden can, though.
Yeah, FS Braden definitely could.
Put one on target and then run away and go get the demo.
That's true. Yeah. Wow. Have we seen that before? I don't know if we've seen the Pro Rule 1 before.
I don't think so.
Little save comes out for FS Braden. And that one, he might have got caught in the timer there. He didn't get another one. Here comes Rles, looking for that backboard. He lets it go. Here comes the shot. It's a little bouncer from FS Braden, and Rles is trying to get it back over to him. He can't get there.
Yeah, there's an example of what Cheese probably should be doing. Obviously, Rles could tap this in so for free, but he tries to get it all the way to the other side.
Oh.
And FS Braden just got caught up on the post. Otherwise, maybe he would have been able to get up to get it.
Both teams doing really well here. Team Rles, $585, and Team Cheese sitting at $650. Some good looks from our pros, and FS Braden had an open net, but he put it too high.
It's got to be so tough, because I bet you Rles could have easily taken a shot off that pass, but there's just no reason. So FS Braden maybe feels like, oh, did I not set it up perfectly? No, it's a different format. You did just fine.
Oh, can he land on it? Lachiki! He didn't have boost. Yeah, I think if he had a little bit of boost, he could have. He had a better shot of scoring that, for sure. See if FS Braden can get things going.
Rles had to dodge the cheeky demo. He was kind of like a passing play setup, but Rles was not going to risk getting demoed.
Not as many demos from Rles this game. So he's trying to pick through. And FS Braden's forced to retreat. I'd let this one go, as it does go all the way across. Whoa! What? Was that off of Rles?
I think so.
And Lachiki gets the $150. Hey, this happened last game, though. Cheese owned gold FS Braden shot, and a little return here for Lachiki off of Rles.
Nice little payback, and hey, get to a kickoff situation. Maybe.
No one's going for the ball on the kickoff. They're just chasing each other down.
FS Braden had a flick chance. Rles just put a straight up shot on target. It's the first time we've seen him do that. But does get Lachiki a save. It's a pinch win. Rles just missed. Cheese.
No save.
And I mean, his shot didn't have a ton of purpose. I don't know how he's going to get Lachiki involved.
We did kind of, talk about the prophecy of nobody playing the game, just running around and demoing each other. You see a little bit of that on the kickoffs. As demos come out, Cheese got everyone. And another one. Oh, man, 3 in a row. But he's opened up the lane for Lachiki. Really not for just doing it to do it. I mean, he was opening up some space. Lachiki, I just couldn't act fast enough. It was too far away.
Cheese. Oh, Rles, nice drop off. Great play.
Wow. That was clean from Team Rles. The pass from Braden. Rles recognized it, gave it right back to FS Braden. And Team Rles really showing us how it's done.
Kickoff shenanigans, certainly. Oh no, actually more of a regular kickoff than we've seen in a bit. Cheese is chasing down Rles. The 1v1 is what Lachiki did not win earlier. FS Braden getting that headlock goal. Now Rles likely a flick and maybe a bump into the air triple bump. We haven't seen too much of that, but that's great setup. Wow, perfect.
There it is.
And FS Braden gets another.
Wow, both these guys might get over. 1 goal for each gets them over $1,000. I think FS Braden has got a ton of saves. 5 saves and 4 goals in this game. I don't think we've had an amateur on pro demo yet, so these are some well-earned bucks. As everyone is going for demos. And that is, when you put that value on the demos, everyone's going to go for it. Is this Lachiki? It is.
Yeah.
So 1,100 for Lachiki.
Yeah, and this is what happens. I mean, I talked about it. This happened for Lachiki last time too. He got a free goal when everyone started chasing. That net's going to be open and cracked the 1,000 mark. So what a bounce back for Team Cheese. If you're worried about them before, well, don't be worried about them. It was about 500 in the last game. Now 1,000 with 20 seconds left to go. I think they're going to be just okay.
Yeah, he's doing just fine. Another chance that counts for nothing, but it does give us the kickoff, which is fine. And I think there was a save that came out for FS Braden as well. I think he makes the save here, so that's $30 too. He's got what, 6 or 7 saves now, which is adding up to almost what, $200 on just regular saves. So let's see what happens on the kickoff. You said a lot of shenanigans. Lachiki will just barrel through and $150.
And this dude is shenanigans. FS Braden is looking for a demo on Cheese. I don't know if it's going to show us in the replay, but he just went driving right past the ball. And even if he was going to get a demo, he wasn't going to get there in time because that ball just got chipped directly in. So 14 seconds. I mean, we could see a lot more of these type of plays, but this one doesn't go in, so that's going to waste a ton of time. The Cheeky with 0 boost can just let Cheese take this away. Or maybe just go ISO with 0. I don't know.
Maybe a chance. Rles can keep this one up. That's a great pass over to Braden, but he whipped it. And still, he can be happy with what he's walking home with. My goodness, 855 in this game alone. He had, what, over 1,000 in the last one. So, I mean, you're almost looking at $2,000 for FS Braden. A great game for Lachiki here with Cheese. So, both players walking away with some good cash.
Yeah, it equalized out there a little bit. I think Team Rles probably finished a little bit ahead still, but a great bounce back performance. Everybody going to come away with a lot for 2 games of Rocket League, and they have a chance to get more. That might be their last Pro-Am today, but tell them about what we have coming next.
Yeah, last Pro-Am today, but we do have our Pro show match coming up after this. So you definitely want to stick around. But if you wanted to get involved, there's still opportunities. Well, we'll talk about it in a second. Team Cheese and Team Rles there. You can see the stats on the board. 10 saves for Lachiki in this game.
Wow.
And I think was a huge contributing factor to him racking up the money that he did. And, of course, the 5 goals definitely helps.
Yeah, 5 goals, 4 goals, tons of goals. We still saw a bunch of Cheese goals. I didn't feel like they were maybe the same as last time. A lot of goal resets, and I think that this match proved how goal resets can maybe be beneficial than the ball being somewhere that the amateur can't deal with. So Cheese and Rles did well. They did well. I don't know if they took their notes. They seemed to adjust quickly, but they're walking away with some serious cash.
And no demos on Team Rles this time around. They got a lot of demos in that previous game. But as I was saying, if you want to get involved, you do have the opportunity to. Your chance here on the stream is done, but you can go over to Repeat because Repeat is hosting on-platform tournaments for the next Carry Tax Invitational. So if you're looking for your chance to showcase your skills and maybe earn a little bit of cash while playing alongside your favorite pros, then visit rpt.gg/CTI to sign up today. There's more opportunities for the Carry Tax Invitationals. You certainly don't want to miss it, especially if you're watching here and say, man, I wish I was a part of this. Well, I'm sure there's going to be plenty more of these in the future. Win some money, play with some pros. What's there not to love? So we have our pro match coming up after the break, so stick around, and we'll see our top-level players duke it out in a $3,000 gambit.
Oh, let's go! Wait, let's go, dude. I love that. Let's go. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's go. Literally perfect. I love that, dude. Oh, he came for you so hard. Yeah, he did. He did. That's perfect. That's what I love. I love that. Yeah, keep up. Just try.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he get? No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Bag, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio.
Let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
Welcome back to SunlessKhan's Carry Tax Invitationals. We're all done with the matches for tonight, matches 1 through 6 with our pros and our amateurs, but we have one more thing left to do, and that's to put our pros against each other in a proper Rocket League match. Fear. We've got Rles, AppJack, and Chronic taking on Cheese, Arsenal, and AJ. Real quickly, what do you make of that?
Well, I see the Gen G squad with Rles, so it seems like that maybe should work out. In my experience, though, watching these kind of like thrown together matches, like six-mans-esque, the teams that have partial teams maybe don't do as well. I don't know if it's because their full team chemistry isn't there, but a lot of the pickup teams usually almost do better when it's random teams. So we'll see if that favors the non-Gen G squad. But the amateurs, you know, they're no longer involved, but this is probably the first time they get to watch their pros play and directly make money if they win. So they're never going to be a bigger fan than they are in these moments.
Right. We'll jump into that here in a second, talking about our show match. But by the way, you at home, there is something on stake on the line. Maybe not in a show match, but you can enter the giveaway. If you're looking to win a brand new PS5 playing Rocket League, you can sign up for the ongoing giveaway tournament now using ! giveaway in chat and following the on-screen information. If you want a PS5, this is your chance! !giveaway in chat right now.
Yeah, and if you're over on my stream, make sure you type !mainstream. That'll take you to repeat_GG on Twitch, and then that'll be the place to type for the giveaway, because all those nifty commands are happening over there on repeat_GG.
All right, so I got you to give us a little primer coming into our match, but let's go ahead and get introduced to some of the teams that we're going to see, our pro teams for the night. So let's take a look at Team Alpha. Rles, AppJack, and Chronic. The Gen G boys plus Rles. What's the deep dive analysis from Fear here on a team like this?
A deep dive analysis. Well, Gen G, AppJack, and Chronic playing with together a lot. Adding in Rles, I feel like Rles is maybe a kind of guy who can slot in pretty nicely. You know, there's some players who almost need to be played around the way they play the game. Some of them are so good it doesn't matter, but I do think Rles has no issue being a support player. So if he's going to come in and jump with the meta that Gen G likes to play, I think he's going to be able to easily slot in amongst the duo.
Well, there is another team on the other side of things. It's Team Bravo. And, of course, they're consisting of our other pro players, Cheese, Arsenal, and AJ on Team Bravo. Remember, these guys will be playing an actual series, and there's no more bounties anymore. It's just real normal Rocket League at this point. And I don't know what to make of this. I've rated that Cheese boy pretty high in the past. I really like the way he's played, and pair him with Arsenal and AJ, I feel like that's a pretty strong little pickup team.
Yeah, for sure. That whole squad is solid. I think Cheese probably underrated by most of the community watching Rocket League. So they might see those guys who are maybe bigger content creators on the other side, although Arsenal and AJ are also big content creators. I mean, both sides are very exciting in both scalability and, fandom with their content creation. But I think that maybe if I had to guess the way the fans would shift, it'd probably be towards the Gen G side. But, I would give a lot of respect to this squad that could very easily win. Team Bravo, I think is what they're being called, with Arsenal, AJ, and Cheese.
Now, we talked about stakes for a little bit, so let's lay out exactly what we're playing for, why we're all doing this. So there's $3,000 on the line here. The winning team, each player is going to get $1,000 to split with their amateur. You mentioned it earlier. The amateur is still watching to see if their pro player will win. So when they win, basically the pro player and their amateur are going to get $500 each. So you could just tack on, especially if you're an amateur, you can just tack on $500 for basically doing nothing, just being a cheerleader.
Yeah, that's this is probably the best ratio that the pros are going to get. When they were trying to set up their amateurs the whole time, they're getting a little tax on top. The 50% tax, that's a hefty one. And, to be fair, they're doing all the work themselves. So it's a great opportunity for them to get just a little bit more. I mean, either way, I think almost every team's walking away with what feels like at least over 1,000, maybe even over 2,000 already. So it's looking pretty good for them, and they can make it look even better.
Reminder, best of 5 here between Team Alpha and Team Bravo. Let's jump into it here. Game 1 between Team Alpha, Team Bravo. Let's get it kicked off.
We'll see if anybody has to change their mindset. Probably not. They'll probably instantly go right back into regular Rocket League, but maybe someone will leave the ball. I think AppJack is leaving his car.
He's left the lobby. They're doing the wrong sides. How dare they? You feel like they would know how to do this. They play at RLCS. You feel like they would join the right sides. But hey, what do I know? So we'll get everything fixed up and everyone on the right side and everyone figured out in just a moment. But we didn't do predictions. So, Fear, I'll ask your prediction here. Who do you got winning and in what fashion?
I'm going to go with the pickup squad. I swear in show matches like this and tournament like setups, the teams that are completely random, they almost play together like they know there's no secret chemistry, and they just end up playing better. So I think Cheese is really good. Arsenal and AJ, AJ's been looking great. That's a good squad. They're kind of evenly matched, I would say. I'm going to go with the full-on pickup squad of Team Bravo. And maybe close one, though, 3-2.
3-2. Okay, so we got a game 5er in your head. I'm sticking with the Gen G boys. I think we saw them last time. I think they were teamed up again last time. I could be wrong about that, but either way, I'm going with the Gen G boys and Rles, of course, Team Alpha. I just think that combination between AppJack and Chronic is just going to be too good. And then you add Rles into the mix. Rles, he can just do his own thing. He can kind of just blend in. He can get the demos and just let AppJack and Chronic play off each other. Or, of course, he can play and move downfield with them as well. But I just think that team's going to be too good with the 2 players on the same team and just what we've seen from them before. I just don't see how they could lose. And I'm going to go 3-1. 3-1. I don't think we're going to see 5. I think they're only going to make it to 4.
I feel like if these teams were RLCS teams and these teams were playing against each other in an RLCS setting, I would completely agree. But for some reason, I just think there's like a wild card element with
no, that's fair. That's fair.
Matches. So and so the wild card element's going to go to Team Bravo. At least that's what I'm predicting.
I like it. Hey, if we get game 5, that's all we can ask for. And again, we talked about the stakes, but just as a reminder, there is money for this. It's a $3,000 pot. It's basically winner takes all in that sense, because the winning pro players will get $1,000 and they'll split that with their amateurs. So if you win, that pro player and the amateur will walk away with $500 each of the winning team. If you lose, well, you get the money that you had in the previous matches, but you won't get that cherry on top. So opportunities for the pro players to earn that extra bit of cash at the end of the day.
I wonder if they could bring I'm trying. There's no way to do it. Could they get the amateurs in comms with them or something to help them out? I want to get the
hype them
back
up,
involved, but I'm not sure there's any real way. Maybe they can throw them one amateur in both sides. They just go for demos or something and make it a full-on carry tax. But no, it is just the pros this time around. It is just a natural best of 5 like you guys are used to. And I think it's going to be a good one. It's a fun time to see players play, especially teams you don't normally see have, a big reason to win. I talked about 6-mans before. Sometimes you see those. Technically, there's not a ton of weight behind those. They're just doing them for practice. But this is more than just practice. There's $3,000 or personally for each player, $500 and $500 for their amateur. So there's a lot to win for, a little bit more weight than your random, kind of thrown together 3v3 match. So it should be a little bit intense.
Oh, it's definitely going to be intense. And I think this time, we have like a full set of pro players in this Carry Tax Invitational, whereas the other one, we didn't. So some of these matches were a little lopsided. I think this one's going to be very back and forth. Yeah, I was thinking, listen, no offense to our last creators, all right? No offense, all right? I know them personally, but I'm just saying it's a little bit different this time around, and I think you're going to see some closer matches. I'm pretty sure there was like a 9-0 in one of those games last time. So, I expect close games and a close series all the way through. You had 5. 5. I had 4 games. We'll see how it all pans up. If you're wondering what's going on, we're just waiting for all the players to rejoin the lobbies. They accidentally joined the wrong side. So we're going to reset the lobby, get the players back in there. And look at this, right on cue. We got them all on the right side. Are they on the right side? I think they are. Team Alpha, Team Bravo, it's our pro show match. Best of 5 with a $3,000 prize pool.
AJ and Cheese almost immediately connecting for an opportunity. AJ, the kind of guy who seems like he can play anywhere, you know, maybe not in the same way that Rles does, but AJ is just all over the field. He can kind of play by himself, almost an own goal from Chronic, but you know, that's the team chemistry. That's Jack knowing that his teammate likes to own goal, so he's there to protect him.
Cheese. Take that one from his own back wall. Chronic will jump in from AppJack, threatening the double tap, but AJ's there. Team Bravo looking to break out. The threatening looks from Team Alpha. It was AppJack, and now he's called upon again. A couple dunks, but still Cheese is going. Team Bravo trying to get their offense going as Alpha are able to find the backboard again. And AJ on the pinch out.
Chronic just waiting as this ball gets cleared. Team Bravo pinching almost directly on target. Not a favorable pinch for them, but it goes into Jack's hands. Inches out to Chronic. Chronic power shot, top right. Wow, it had the heat. There were defenders there, but it was so strong. It's going to find its way through.
You could really see Chronic wind up for this one. So he took a little bit of a wider turn to get into it and then just launched it top right. And what a way to start things off for Team Alpha. They were looking threatening early on. Now they get the shot in open field. And a 1-0 lead for AppJack, Chronic, and Rles.
Talked about the Gen G chemistry. The first goal is going to be assisted and scored by the Gen G squad. Oh, wow. All 3 triple jump save. And they did it again as a double commit save. They kept it out. I guess that's what really matters. As AJ tries to break it up, they're going to be a little bit starved out. But it seems like they maybe are escaping here. 50 will drop the ball to Arsenal. AJ can't beat, and Chronic's huge clear will send it to the other side of the field.
Demon Cheese opens up the net. It's wide open for Chronic. He'll put away 2 for Team Alpha. And Rles doing his job and doing it right. Getting the demo and then setting up his teammates. It's what he's known for. And he gets the job done there for Team Alpha.
He'll do it with an amateur. He'll do it with other pros. Maybe it's even easier to do with a couple other pros. But the entire Team Alpha squad was there to finish that one. So Bravo maybe having some rotational issues here, playing with each other for the first time. Rles slotting in a little bit cleaner with his duo, but Jack's gonna have to launch this clear away. Rles chasing Cheese down. Has him in a 1v1, but great challenge from Cheese. There's a demo, and AJ will be able to roll one in to get them on the board.
Yeah, great demo from AJ. AppJack kind of sitting back, waiting to see how this develops. Started to rotate back, and as he did, AJ caught him. And there was no one else left in net, and AJ gets the demo and a goal, and they cut the lead, or they cut the deficit in half.
Kickoffs are going to be a bit more normal now, I think. Shouldn't see as much madness as Chronic controls this off the backboard. He gets past a couple. Ground pinch actually maybe not the best idea. You had reinforcements in a 2-on-1 if you could slow it down. He did roll it at Cheese, who's sent it all the way back into the orange corner. Now Jack with Rles up ahead. Jack hitting it over the top of the backboard. Jack, you could score it now if you want. You don't have to set it up for a teammate.
Maybe a little too cute from Jack, trying to get his offense going, and you certainly saw that in the amateur games as well, but you can see how threatening it is in the pro games. Now AJ wants to try his luck over Chronic. He went for the bump on Chronic, but Chronic read it well as Cheese. Not threatening enough. Arsenal, this one's off target on the catch. Flip reset makes it a little bit more dangerous as Team Alpha having to field the attack from Team Bravo. Chronic leads the charge out.
Big opportunity. Rles going to throw one on target. Not nearly hard enough, so 2 recovering defenders. Now Cheese in control. Rles, he is always looking for those demos, and it puts his team right back on offense. Chronic to Jack, and they couldn't find the net as it clears back out to Rles.
Good passing coming out from Team Alpha. Rles just baiting in the challenges and now trying to get a piece of the defense. Rles has no boost to get back into this. Here comes AJ. Dangerous from this position as the defense does well to jump in front. Apparently Jack up and over. Rles is there, and Cheese has to make the save. He does with the shot off the post. Rles was threatening. And a great little transition from Team Alpha, but it was Cheese to save the day.
Yeah, Cheese has done well in that. There's been a few different times that it's felt like he's had to do it all himself.
Whoa.
What a save there from AJ. And the second follow-up save, my goodness. They are absolutely throwing some heroics on defense, but they're going to need a bit more. Down one. They need more than just defense. They're back the other way. Cheese gets met by Chronic, and Team Alpha threatening to put themselves back on offense. AJ intercepting Jack's touch, and now Arsenal handing one to Chronic. That seems like maybe the end of the attack for Team Alpha. Or sorry, for Team Bravo.
Man, barely Jack. How many times has he found the backboard and threatened the double tap? Hasn't been able to get it quite yet. Dangerous ball for apparently Jack. But look at the control off his own backboard. And again, out of boost, using everything to get out. Rles on the dribble. Cheese trying to slow him down. Rles options to his left. Finds one across the box as Chronic and apparently Jack both kind of backed off. As AJ just trying to be a nuisance. 10 seconds left. Team Bravo trying to get a hold of this one more time for one last chance to tie up the game in game one. That's a great cut from Chronic, and Team Alpha will come out on top.
Yeah, Team Bravo started to figure things out. I think the 2 goals came for Team Alpha early, and Team Bravo, although they were able to slow it down, it was really just by a thin thread because they had a ton of heroic saves that could have made the game look even more one-sided. So at the end of the day, they did keep them out for the last few minutes, got a goal of their own, maybe momentum on their side, but it definitely seems like Team Alpha is rolling better.
Yeah, you saw the attacks. I think apparently Jack, every time he switched to his camera, he's floating towards the net of Team Bravo, and I think that really kind of sums up his experience and the defense's experience, seeing apparently Jack behind the ball. You mentioned the heroics defensively. AJ absolutely kept that game within reach for Team Bravo with the double save, one of them being an in-and-out save as well. Pretty impressive from AJ, but we really didn't see his offense, and I think that's really what I like about AJ is how smart he is behind the ball in the air, especially when I've seen him in the 1v1s. You know, been casting a lot of those recently, and man, he's a lot of fun, so creative behind the ball, and he just got completely snuffed out.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to synergize a little bit on offense. Genji relying on that chemistry to get it started for them with the Jack to Chronic pass. I mean, really just the Chronic finish was absurd. That first goal to open it up. So a fairly low-scoring game. You know, nothing like last time where it felt like it was getting completely out of hand. So these guys are still in a great position as we head back way into game number 2.
So we move on to game 2. Team Alpha leads the series by 1. But it was, at the end of the day, a 1-goal game in our first go-around. Remember, $3,000 pot and prize pool for this show match alone. As Team Alpha looking to play off their own back walls. Apparently Jack, who saw the threatening attack from Arsenal. And now apparently Jack pinch off the ceiling. It's coming down to Chronic. Off the crossbar, but was saved by Cheese in the end. It was too high, and Team Alpha, man, they look threatening on the attack.
Yeah, an absurd take. For a second, I thought Jack was going to do it all by himself, but it is taking miracle saves. The Cheese almost felt like he was just fortunately in that corner because I think he had already been up to stop a challenge earlier, and it happened to just be there. They're not going to be getting that lucky for the rest of this time. Arsenal able to save this one as AJ tries to put Team Bravo on offense for the first time.
Good dunk by Cheese just to keep this one in the mix for Team Bravo. Chronic. Oh, he was given the boost. So free out for Chronic. Flip reset. Has teammates under him. Apparently Jack's going to go. And all of Team Bravo getting back to field that shot. As you know, Team Alpha are so threatening when they're able to find that space, especially above the box. Another great touch from Chronic just to keep it awkward for Team Bravo. You know, AJ didn't have a lot of boost to work with, and he's able to get out and keep this play alive. Another one up to Chronic. Demo comes out. Chronic dangerous. Double tap off the back wall. Drops it down. And Arsenal there to make the save.
We'll see if Team Bravo can ever break out and get a counterattack. Feels like a great opportunity.
There
Team
it is.
Arsenal, or not Team Arsenal, but Arsenal on Team Bravo. It might as well be Team Arsenal the way he takes this by himself, but they've been stuck back on defense the whole game, but they never let up, and they'll be the first to score.
The counterattack was crucial for Team Bravo. You're right. They were so backed up. Team Alpha were all over him. Chronic and AppJack were combining. Rles was bumping players out of the way. Demos were coming out as well. And there was light at the end of that tunnel for Team Bravo. They weathered the storm. And now they're up by 1 on the counterattack. But here comes Team Alpha. Chronic pre-jump this pass. Team Bravo's there to eat it up and throw it downfield.
Chronic going to redirect this one. One around from Team Alpha. Reddle's trying to chase back down, but he's not really going to be able to get a meaningful challenge. Did force a lob ball. Wow, that redirect was a bit too high. So now AJ the other way. He's got no boost left over. Trying to just win a 50 out for his teammates. As Reddle slows down, gets dunked by Arsenal. And for the first bit, we have Team Bravo pinning us back in the orange half. Ooh, almost an opportunity. But somehow it gets pinched out. As Team Bravo continue the attack.
Yeah, just off the mark there for Arsenal. That one just didn't come across the post into some open net. As that one dangerously bounces towards the top right corner. Good save from Team Alpha. As Team Bravo really finding their footing offensively. Early on, they were backed up. Team Alpha peppering their back wall, but here comes the passing play. As I don't know if Rles was really trying to get that one back to Chronic, but another pre-jump pass. This time it's apparently Jack. Double tap looming. Apparently Jack knocks it down. What an equalizer from Team Alpha.
This was such a long passing play. Even before the final passing play that made it happen, it felt like they had gone back and forth with their whole team. You saw that Rles, you said he tried to pass it back. That was maybe for one moment they didn't have the ball. They got it right back and figured it out. And now they got a tie game.
Reminds me of the fall split of RLCS last year where Gen G just started pre-jumping their passes, and now apparently Jack off the kickoff will double up and get a clean touch, and then an easy beat on AJ, who's panicked off the boost. Apparently Jack, just like that, bang, Team Alpha in the lead.
Yeah, it feels like Team Bravo is probably the team that's not going to be able to get away with kickoff goals going in their net. I think they need the game to be a bit more midfield. They've had a tough time getting any offense. They're losing kickoff goals as well, but now it's going to be Jack. This is from Chronic too. The teammates, they switch up who's shooting, but man, is it a heater.
He's taken over. That's, what, 3 goals for apparently Jack. And Team Alpha, who were playing behind for the majority of this game, now well into the lead by 2. And now Team Bravo, you're kind of left sitting there going, what in the world just happened?
Well, what needs to happen in the next minute for them is a bit of a turnaround. As Cheese pops this to Jack, who is all alone, but not a lot of pressure from Team Bravo to guarantee they stay on offense here. They keep being forced to launch the ball out of their control. Cheese, little wall dash in, not going to get a chance to pass in field as he gets demoed, and AJ arriving to that play a bit too late. It'll be Team Alpha back into the blue half.
Yeah, had he been a little bit earlier, there was a chance to squeeze out a shot. As Arsenal almost went for the crazy wall read. AJ just blasting it upfield, getting desperate now for Team Bravo. 30 seconds left on the clock. Here's Cheese. Can he put something together? Arsenal chasing the man on the back wall. Here comes the follow-up shot on target. It's weak. Needs more. Team Bravo looking for anything. But with 20 seconds left, here comes Team Alpha back the other way. Team Bravo just needs to score with time left on the clock, but they're not advancing. Here comes Cheese. Now Arsenal needs something in game 2. It's off the sidewall. And Team Bravo, they're putting it everywhere but the net. They can't find the target, and that'll do it. It'll drop down. Team Alpha coming on top to go 2-0 in the series.
The Gen G duo has just been too good. We speculated, or I should say I speculated, whether or not the full random squad would maybe able to overcome, but so far, Jack and Chronic, and Rles, he just fits in so well. We've seen him diving for demos. He works well alongside a duo, and so I think he's slotted in perfectly with them, and they definitely have control. The games have been kind of close. This one a little bit more a pull away, but just watching them, it feels like something serious is going to have to change if Team Bravo is going to have a chance.
Yeah, it's a shame, too, because, listen, it's never a good thing to have to, quote, weather the storm, right, as we saw from them. But the counterattack was fantastic from Team Bravo. That Arsenal goal was great. And then after that, you just never saw the offense show itself again. And Team Alpha, I said it in my prediction, I just feel like the AppJack Chronic combination with Rles, who I think just works really well with any system, because I never think demos ever go out of style. I think that will always be part of the meta in Rocket League. It's a recipe for success on the Team Alpha side.
Yeah, for sure. It almost looked like Bravo played worse when they were playing out of the orange half. When they were in, on offense extended, they weren't really getting great opportunities, and they always eventually got the ball taken away from them. It was only those counterattack opportunities, and really just Arsenal just popping off for one moment. And I don't think you can really rely on that consistently, especially with AppJack and Chronic striking the way they are. They're going to find their way through. As we head to game number 3, Team Bravo trying to prevent what could be a sweep, and Team Alpha not only making money for themselves, but their 3 amateurs who are excited that their squad is up 2-0.
Yeah, you're right. It could be our last game of the night. Remember, best of 5. And Team Alpha up 2-0, putting Team Bravo on match point. And they don't look like they're slowing down. It's going to be on Team Bravo to extend this series. And maybe off the back of AJ, who I don't think has really shown his full potential here in this game so far. It's been a lot of Cheese, a lot of Arsenal, a lot of AJ defensively, definitely, but here comes Cheese and Team Bravo. Can they get their offense going? And it's instantly denied by Rles, who's fighting for it on the sideline. Now apparently Jack pokes it free. Is it getting under the crossbar? It is. And apparently Jack, the scoring machine, putting away another one for Team Alpha.
And even if he didn't, I mean, AJ was basically last back at that midfield. It was all Team Alpha. If Jack had put it off target, it could afford to go off the backboard. I mean, they had a ton of time. So just a little bit of miscommunication maybe from Team Bravo to not have anybody there. We've seen those last-second saves, and when those last-second saves aren't available, that's what it is. It's just these free opportunities, it seems, for Team Alpha.
See if Team Bravo can get that offense rolling. They're in the offensive zone, looking for bumps, pass back, but instead it goes to apparently Jack, and now Dangerous. Everyone's jumping to read that clear as Team Alpha feeling very confident offensively. Apparently Jack just trying to keep this one up to Chronic. Chronic over to Rles. Rles on target, and it gets jumbled up in the net, or in the box, excuse me, but Team Bravo able to come out with it, prevent the attack.
Cheese up to Arsenal. He might be able to make a play, although not quick enough for the recovering Chronic. Jack's going to stop that opportunity, but there's a little bit of sign of life from Team Bravo that really felt like they didn't have a ton of great chances on net when they had offense. Arsenal trying to intercept in the air. Little demo, but will that create an opportunity? Cheese trying to clear the side wall. Rles going crazy, but not with any intent. Arsenal going to send it to the back wall, and is somebody there? No, as he pinches it across the field.
2 pinches in a row. It was a pinch pass. Here comes Cheese. Team Bravo looking for their first in game 3. They're already down by 1 and on match point. Apparently Jack, who's been dangerous all series long, not going to find the net this time. Team Bravo looking for a way out. Demos come out. Arsenal on Rles. Arsenal getting a bump in the midfield, but this pass from Cheese is to nobody. And now here comes Chronic from the AppJack pass. AJ read it nicely, and Team Bravo getting a bit more proactive now defensively. Arsenal to the back wall, and halfway through game 3, still not a lot of life coming out from Team Bravo offensively.
Yeah, Team Bravo haven't had a ton of chances. It seems like whenever they get extended on offense, anytime there's a moment for a potential shot, all their teammates have had to rotate out. They've had to, go refresh on boost. They haven't been able to keep that up and extend their attack for very long. And it's just been Team Alpha quickly put themselves back on offense. But right now, the ball is in the orange half. AJ with a 50 win and a beat. Jeez, nice speed. And he'll tie the game.
Yeah, great speed from Cheese. And this one, a little chaotic coming out from Team Bravo, but this is what they need. Putting this one across the net and having someone follow up. Cheese, he's quick to that one, and a much needed equalizer for Team Bravo.
Yeah, one of the first times they've had somebody available, and Cheese rose to the occasion. AJ going to go to Arsenal, back to AJ, but Chronic is there. The chip around, Arsenal again, maybe a fake, but defenders are packed in. Have to find a way to get them out. Wait, the counterattack. Wow. Is that in? Wow.
That was a lightning fast attack coming out from Team Alpha. Just over to Chronic, and then bang, right down the field. Apparently Jack's on the midfield line, ready to receive, and helps that one into the net. And I feel like Team Bravo just didn't know what hit him.
Cheese almost, shout out Cheese. He got close to that pre-jump in the midfield for the potential save. But when Team Alpha is striking like they have been so far, it can be so tough. Cheese inch on target, but Rles is there. Arsenal tries to drop it down for a teammate, and actually does allow AJ to 50 here. Chronic can look to dribble out. Nice fake. Got Cheese to go over the top. And he'll lay it off for Jack, who gets faked again. A couple different fakes. Now Jack low 50. these 1v1 opportunities as they bring the ball all the way down the field. But ultimately, Team Bravo gets around and stops them, at least for now. A minute that they need to get a goal if they want to extend this series.
Yeah, such a painful last couple minutes for Team Bravo, not only giving up the goal, but then, of course, just having to play so much defense, not really even getting a chance to come up for air, it feels like. And now nobody's back. Apparently, Jack just didn't have the angle to put it on target, and Arsenal does well to clear this one out. But 50 seconds left. Team Bravo have got to get something going. AJ's shot was well wide. Chaos in the box as it pinballs out. And apparently Jack happy to run out the clock as he's making sure it's a hard one to read for the defensive Team Bravo.
Cheese and Arsenal both up, not a good sign. Cheese, another last-second save, and actually no one from Team Alpha around. Going to try and flick to get over one. AJ, great win. It's actually Arsenal and one defender. Can he beat him? He's going to fall in front for the bump, but no, Rles snuck underneath. That might be their best opportunity. Only 18 seconds to find another one.
It might be their last opportunity, too, with the way Team Alpha's been holding them down, but maybe not. Cheese over to Arsenal. The demo comes out. The back wall's free. The shot was not good enough. Wasn't even on target from Cheese. As Team Bravo struggling to get one more. Can they keep it up? No. Team Alpha got a 3-0 sweep in our show match. $1,000 to each of those players, which means they're going to split it with their amateur. So $500 for the pro and the amateur. Big win for Team Alpha.
Yeah, the striking was crazy from the Gen G guys. I mean, when they got an opportunity to shoot, even when it was across the whole field, they were slotting it with power, top left, top right every time. I mean, they forced everything out of the defense, and we saw some magnificent plays, but not enough to stop Team Alpha. Rles, he did what we thought he would. He slipped right in with AJ and Chronic, apparently Jack and Chronic. And a nice 3-0 sweep and a nice $500 extra, and I'm sure those amateurs are stoked.
Yeah, you're pretty happy to get the draw that you got if you're one of those amateur players. But we've had those amateur players join us through qualifiers. They came through the chat. You might have missed your chance here tonight, but there's still opportunities to get involved on Repeat. Repeat is hosting an on-platform tournament for the next Carry Tax Invitational. So if you're looking for your chance to showcase your skills and maybe earn a little bit of cash while playing alongside your favorite players, then visit rpt.gg/CTI today. You can sign up and get part and maybe be part of the CTI qualifier and CTI next time, which I'm sure there'll be plenty more because Fear, we've done 2 of them now, and they're a lot of fun. In my opinion, I had a lot of fun tonight as we see the schedule, scores across the board. And we're going to take a look at, I think, some of the rankings as well to see where the money laid out. But I think when you look at Chronic and AppJack and even Rles, I think were the most successful pros tonight when it came to setting up their amateur players and getting the most out of their money.
Yeah, nobody came away with a dud game, and no amateur came away with like a dud amount of money. Not that even last time the dud amount was still way, more than you could ever ask for 2 games of Rocket League. But even then, I don't think anybody had 2 poor games, at least one good one for both of them. So it's great to see even the team that lost, and maybe the people who only didn't have a good game was the pros at the end. Team Bravo maybe never got that good game they wanted, but everyone else did. So it's a good time. And then the standings, the cash.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I said those players before. I didn't even see this before, but I'm glad I said Rles, AppJack, and Chronic because, yeah, 3,180 for Team Rles, 3,000 for AppJack, 3,000 for Team Chronic, and Team AJ, Team Cheese, Team Arsenal also on the board there. Team AJ also doing pretty well there, 2,600. But hey, you can't be upset. $1,600, $1,500 for 2 games of Rocket League. I mean, we can't be upset walking away with that kind of money.
Yeah, and I think it's I think the split is pretty clearly from the pro match. We saw the 3 players on the pro match.
$500.
I think that's 1,000 per team that they probably threw in. So we're saying 500 because each person gets 500, but 1,000 per team when that graphic. So
that's right.
Clear that's why that they got separated, and so a very important one. But yeah, 750 was Team Arsenal is what if they split it in half. I think the amateur is going to get a bit more than that because Arsenal, who cares? He can get it some other way, but the amateur is going to get a nice big chunk of that, maybe even like a full 1,000. So a good day of Rocket League.
Great day of Rocket League. We've given away a lot of money here, but we have one more thing to give away as well. It's a PS5. If you're looking to win a brand new PS5 playing Rocket League, then you could sign up for the ongoing giveaway tournament right now by using !giveaway in chat and following the on-screen information that you see at the moment. it's a PS5. And you just got to play some Rocket League. We'll be giving it away for sure. So if you want a PS5, I don't know why you wouldn't be doing exclamation point giveaway right now and have your chance of getting a PS5. So Fear, we've done it. Man, we've gone through it. Another CTI in the books. We saw our 6 matches. We saw all of our pros, all of our amateur players, and of course our show match. Any words for our guests here to cap off the night?
Yeah, my first words are to all the people in twitch.tv/fear. They need to go to the mainstream over at repeat_GG. I see a lot of exclamation point giveaways. The command's not going to work on twitch.tv/fear, but if you do exclamation point mainstream, the link should show up. I actually will type it for you right now so that you can go over there. And then you can follow up and do exclamation point giveaway over there at repeat_GG, because I want to make sure you get your chance at a nice PlayStation. That's right. PS5s, they're sought after, so it's a big chance for you to get it. For me, appreciate the opportunity coming on again. I've had a lot of fun, a blast watching these, watching our pro players and watching our amateurs earn the money. And of course, and this time around, we get to hear them and we got to see them a little bit. So this has been a blast for everyone behind the scenes. All the production has been a great show. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Corelli. Fear was my co-caster. Thanks for watching. We'll have a nice. We'll see you next time.
Gaming is defined by moments.
It is intense.
The joy of victory and the thrill of overcoming challenges. Welcome to our home of competitive gaming, where we can all experience exciting esports moments.
The final 1v1 of the game here.
And celebrate the pros and the rising stars.
I do want to see a female in the NCS.
Bringing you guides and deep dives.
Horizon can go up, but she can't go up fast.
And tournaments where the community competes.
Wait! Did he get... No way!
Whether you're in a heated match,
Back, let's go!
or watching along at the edge of your seat.
A duo taking down a trio.
Let's create moments from the games you love.
He'll take it!
Join us and subscribe to our channel to follow everything esports on PlayStation.
PlayStation.